just how hard and challenging can 300 days of Outward actually be. In this epic journey, I'll be surviving the harsh environments and deadly monsters across all 6 maps, exploring lost dungeons, fighting bosses, completing the main quest line to save the world, and much more. Please enjoy. I woke up to a breathtaking sunset and took a refreshing stroll along the shore. I managed to find a torch and some much needed clothes, and it soon became apparent that I had survived a shipwreck, a fortunate outcome in a dire situation. Ethan, a fellow survivor, kindly offered to keep watch while I took a short nap to regain my strength. I woke up on the floor near my bed, so it seems like that dude carried me all the way over here, but thought it would be funny to let me sleep on the floor. I searched around and found some useful items, like a backpack to store my stuff, a sleeping bag for sleeping in the bag, and food and water to sustain me on my journey. I also found a chest where I could save stuff that wasn't worth carrying around. After all, we have a limit for how much we can carry on our bag. I left my house, and there was a huge crowd just outside my door. Pretty much just like in real life, everyone was trying to suck money out of me. As it stands, my entire bloodline is suffering from crippling debt, and I have 5 days to pay 150 silvers, if I don't want to lose my house, that is. I told everyone to go take a walk on the park, and asked the local guard to tell me about surrounding area. It seems like there is a giant mountain at the middle of the map, and I can unlock magic if I go there, which is pretty cool. I took a stroll around Cierzo and gathered anything and everything that could be turned over for some sweet profits. I also accepted this quest to get my hands on a giant mushroom, and after selling everything that I didn't need, I was finally ready to adventure into the known lands of Chersonese, one of the many regions of Outward. But Barak didn't let me through the gate. He told me that I wasn't ready to go outside yet. It was probably because of the fact that I had a freaking pitchfork as a weapon, but whatever. He also mentioned not to even think about sneaking out by using the storage tunnel under the lighthouse. You know me, I would never do that. But when I arrived there, I found this weird creature, and when I dodged her attack, I noticed that my backpack was actually slowing down my dodge, so I made sure to drop it on the ground, and when I least expected it, a second fellow appeared. I was a little surprised, but equipped with my trustworthy pitchfork, I made sure to take them down. The combat in Outward is a little bit like Dark Souls. Each weapon has a different light and heavy attack, and you can avoid damage, either by rolling or defending against the enemy's attacks. There is also skills and spells that you can learn throughout the game, but the similarities end there. Every weapon has 100% physical damage reduction when defending, so rolling isn't always the best option, even if you are not using a shield. It's also worth mentioning that Outward also has a poise mechanic. If you perform attacks during certain windows, you can throw the enemies off balance, leaving them wide open to be attacked. Furthermore, combat in this game is a lot more about preparation and strategy than just about the combat in itself, but more on that later. I took a little bit of damage from the previous barrel, so I used a bandage to recover some health, and since my pockets were already full, I returned to the city to sell the loot. I didn't know at this point, but you can't actually keep everything that you find. Even with a backpack, your space is limited, so you need to be selective and only keep the most valuable items that could sell for a better price. I sold everything that I got for 34 silvers and used some of it to buy a nomad backpack. Now we are able to carry around 50 kilos, double of what we previously could. I took a little nap and made my way to the end of the Cierzo storage. This was when I found myself at an unknown, mysterious beach. It was already night outside, and I tried to figure out what was our location on the map. We don't actually have a marker telling us where we are, so we need to guess it based on landmarks that we see. We are roughly around here. I kept walking forward and found this giant lobster and a poor, injured man near it. It seems like he was attacked by pistol shrimp and asked me for help, so I gave him one of the life potions that I found while scavenging the city. He was very thankful and gave me a tribal favor in return. I'm pretty sure that we can use that instead of the 150 silvers to avoid losing the house. I collected this blue sand, as the blacksmith told me that he could make some armor with it, and engaged in combat with Pistol Weirdo. He did live up to his name and shot me straight in the face. The heavier the armor we have equipped, the greater our poison, and since we were just using some random clothes, we quickly lost our balance. It took me some time to learn how to dodge his attacks, and from all the dodging and spamming, I ended up running out of stamina mid-fight. We had a little stare contest for a while, and I finished the job. I got 2 larvae eggs and 1 insect husk from his body, and went back to get my backpack. You probably already noticed, but our health isn't regenerating, and that is because if I don't use some bandages or eat some carefully cooked food, it just won't. I saw these giant shells, and when I went to investigate, I actually found a hidden dungeon. I carefully explored it and caught sight of one more of those pistol maniacs. I was confident that I could defeat him, so I proceeded, and with my dodging skills mastered, and a little bit of environmental help, he went down. I found a lot of weird food inside this junk pile, but apart from that, there was nothing else to see. This was actually one of the weaker dungeons, and from now on, things will only get more interesting. I killed another lobster, gathered more blue sand, and when I was drinking some water, I noticed that it gives you a stamina buff for a short period of time. That's right, eating and drinking gives you different buffs based on what you consume. Things like increased damage and resistance, and a bunch of other cool stuff. I was trying to return home and found this wild hyena lurking around. I turned off my lantern since the enemies can detect you better if you have light on you, and engaged in combat. I managed to kill it without taking a single hit, which was a good thing considering how much health we had. I found this caravaner out in the wilds, and although he had some interesting goods, I was more interested in selling my stuff. I did buy a pistol from him, but I soon discovered that it wouldn't work without bullets. I just didn't think about it, alright. I kept making my way home and was suddenly ambushed by 2 hyenas. It was admittedly a little bit too much for me, and I was knocked down. You can imagine how surprised I was when I discovered that I was kidnapped by a bunch of filthy bandits, and was now inside a prison without any of my items. It seems like this place is called Vendaval Fortress, and I need to get out of here as fast as possible. I picked up a tethered attire and a pickaxe from the ground, and went to explore the prison. I noticed that there were some other prisoners alongside me, and that I could do tasks for them in exchange for some items, and learned that I could dig for iron every day until the guards were satisfied enough with my work to let me inside the fortress. This isn't that great of an option though, because I need to give my tribe favor to the Chamber Lady of Cierzo. I could also jump into this giant hole, but it didn't seem like a good idea. I gave an extra pickaxe that I found to this prisoner, drank some water, and received a quest from this lady. She wanted a new sheath dagger to escape this place, and since she taught me how to craft it and I already had materials, I gave it to her. She was pretty pleased and rewarded me with 10 silvers and a backstab. The skill, I mean. I found some other items while wandering around and slept for 5 hours to recover my health and bird stats. When you make strenuous activities like running, your max stamina is reduced, which the game refers to as burned stamina. The same applies to your max health when you take damage, and you can recover these burned stats by sleeping or eating special foods. I heard some swoosh sounds when I was sleeping, and when I woke up, I found that the lady from before had been mercilessly murdered. This didn't seem to motivate me though, and I also tried my luck. I threatened the guards to let me out, and got my ass handed to me. with few items that I had gotten confiscated, and the clock ticking, things weren't looking up. I went by the safe route and worked every day until they let me inside another compartment of the fortress. Here I learned how to make life potions and was tasked by the chief himself to make some meat stews for the warriors. I also found this room where my stolen items were being stored. I could forcibly open the gate, but that would make everyone in the fortress aware of my presence. And since I didn't want to be knocked out again, I refrained from doing that. Instead, I kept drinking river water until I contracted a disease. I could probably cure it with a tea, but I'm not British, and we don't have the necessary ingredients right now. I kept doing my chores, and eventually I was able to bribe one of the guards to take me to the armory room. I gave him 30 silvers, and I was finally able to recover my items. He also helped me escaping the fortress, and since it was already day 5, I ran back to the city to save my property. I found this mysterious being on the way, but I sure as hell didn't want to mess with it. It looked way too menacing, and we were running out of time. I arrived without any major incidents, and managed to find some bullets on the way. I also made sure to collect a ton of berries, because they give stamina regen when eaten. Upon arrival, I immediately gave my tribal favor to the Chamber Lady, and she told me to talk to Olialei and Izen. Both of them were leaving Cierzo and going to different cities to pursue their future, and they invited me to meet them there. I was then to choose the path that I would take for my future. There were 4 different cities with 4 different factions, and I could choose only one. Depending on which one I choose, the following quests and outcome of the whole world will be different. And you know, choosing my future is already a hard season as it is in real life. So I will put it on hold for now, and decide when I get a little stronger. I went to the blacksmith, and learned that I will also need a ton of silver to make the armor that I want. I don't have nearly enough right now, so I sold the items that I didn't need, and bought a bow, and our first real weapon, a claymore. I also use 2 linen cloth to make bandages. They recover a little of health, and even stop the bleeding, which will surely come in handy. I hit the sack, and as you can see, the diseases in this game won't go away, even if you go to sleep. You really need to take your meds. I met these trainers where I could buy some passive and active skills, bought a tea to cure my disease, and was finally ready to go on a new adventure. I had 3 goals in mind. 1. Unlock mana and learn magic. 2. Get rich as hell. And 3. Get overpowered, which means buying new skills and equipment. The other regions of the game are even more dangerous than the first one, so I needed to be prepared. Our first destination will be this bandit camp near the city. They probably have good loot, and they are really close, so I want to head there first. On my way I had the opportunity to test the pistol for the first time. It dealt an incredible amount of damage, and it also had a good range, so I was pretty impressed. The only downside is that I needed to reload it after each shot, which will be near impossible in the middle of barrel, but it is still a good asset nonetheless. And I know that I said that I was going to the bandit camp, but I ended up discovering this hidden dungeon and getting distracted. There I found a bunch of troglodytes and was able to test my bow on them. The aiming mechanic was kinda weird, and definitely different from other games, but it wasn't bad at all. I found this locked door which required a tiny aquamarine to open, and fought more troglodytes, this time trying out the claymore. It had a good damage and impact, but hitbox felt a little off, and I honestly didn't like it that much. I kept on going while mining these mana stones on the way, and found this special troglodyte at the end. He is most likely the boss of this place, so I used a fire rag that I crafted using linen cloth and oil, to give some elemental damage to my sword. Even then, the fight was long, and he was pretty tough, but his attacks patterns were simple, so I got the upper hand. I dropped some less valuable stuff to have some stay for stuff that he dropped, and went inside the main room. There I found this creepy ass statue and a giant mushroom shield. This must be what the lady from earlier was talking about. The surprises were not over though, as I found this traumatic view just in the next room. I still have no idea what that was, but I just took his heart and ran away. Since my bag was almost full, I returned to Cierzo to sell my stuff, and departed myself with a really good problem to have. I had so much stuff to sell that the caravaner just didn't have enough money to buy it from me. This was easily solved as I just sold the rest to the other merchants of the city, but it is still a cool problem to see. And after discovering that I can deconstruct stuff to get some of its materials back, I completed the Mushroom Shield quest and was rewarded with 70 silvers. I also made sure to sell my claymore and buy an iron sword and iron knuckles before going to the bandit camp. And this happened. Those filthy bandits had put a trap just outside their base. And I mean, it makes sense since they are bandits, but it is still underhanded and pretty rude behavior. I used a bandage to stop the bleeding, as it was dealing way too much damage, and went inside their fort. I knew that this place would be swarming with bad guys, so I carefully sneaked around and killed one at a time, instead of going all out and attracting everyone's attention. And things were going pretty well, until the moment that I came across the ice wizard that was protecting the fort. This was the first time that I saw someone using offensive magic against me, so I was being pretty cautious. And oh boy, was I right. He managed to catch me lacking and almost one-shotted me with a single spell. I was frightened to say the least, and panic rolled my way until a safe spot. After a while my stamina and courage had recovered, and I gave him a good beating. And being the greedy bastard that I am, I went around looking for loot instead of paying attention to my health. This proved to be a fatal mistake, and I had my ass hammered to smithereens. I woke up in the middle of the night, thirsty and with my items confiscated. Fortunately, I quickly found my lost equipment and went to get my revenge. This was once again a stupid mistake, because my stats were completely burned from being knocked down, and I should have slept instead. Things were a little different this time though. I appeared in a safe place with my items and backpack near me. There was also a letter and alcohol. What more could I ask for? It seems like I was rescued by a gentleman called GAP, so I really need to thank him later. I lighted the campfire that he left, collected some water from the river and boiled it to make it safe for drinking. I also cooked some food to make it rot slower and become more fulfilling, and with the predator bones that I got from the hyenas, I crafted a fang sword. I had bought the recipe from the blacksmith, and apart from dealing more damage than a regular sword, it also inflicts bleeding, which is low-key overpowered. It's worth mentioning that you don't actually need blueprints to craft something. You can experiment and get lucky, or just check it up on the internet. For this playthrough, however, I avoided doing that. When I was trying to return home, I met this chicken, who was responsible for single-handedly taking away half of my health. This was obviously a sign to stop using the gauntlets. I loved their moveset, but thanks to short range and low impact, they were just too difficult for me to play with. I set up a tent and took a beauty sleep to restore my max health and stamina, and barely managed to take down this bandit and his dog that I found on the road. I took a lot of damage and even ended up contracting another disease from the hyena biting me. This wasn't a problem though, because I had the power of protein by my side. In this game, eating meat gives you health regen, so I did just that. I returned to Cierzo and sold everything for a whopping 186 silvers. I also made sure to exchange 100 silvers for a bar of gold, since it weighs less and has the same value. I bought a shield and some bandages and returned to the bandit camp to finish my service. I did find these on the way, which was pretty disturbing. Fortunately, the enemies hadn't respawned yet, but that didn't stop me from dying like a useless piece of garbage. And here I was, thinking that I was prepared this time around. I retrieved my items, and after dealing with them, what was left to do was explore the main building of the fort. But I wasn't going to be careless this time, however. I placed 3 tripwire traps. These can be easily bought or crafted, and in order for them to work, I armed them with iron spikes that I made using iron scraps. I deemed it enough and challenged the Bandit King. I tried to fight him head-on at first, but I rapidly noticed that it wouldn't work and ran away to my traps. Thing is that my calculations were pretty far from accurate, and I ended up dying again. Thank God the enemies in this game don't recover their health even if you die. So I just fought him again using a more defensive playstyle and got the better of him. I then picked up my juicy loot and went back home. From all our adventures, we managed to accumulate 288 silvers, a far cry from the 850 needed to make the blue sand set. But it was still pretty good, so I didn't let that motivate me. I bought a luxurious tent, so we could have a better time sleeping in Wild, and headed off into a new crusade. This time, the giant Mana Mountain in the middle of the map was our goal. Things don't often go our way though, and I was ambushed by 3 blood-seeking hyenas, mere minutes after leaving Cierzo. They proved way too doggy powerful, and I ended up being saved by GAP once again. I did manage to return to the course, but I was once again distracted by a mysterious dungeon. This time I was greeted by a friendly creature called the Immaculate. He offered me a fur armor to help me in my journey, and I returned the favor by stealing all his belongings. This is definitely the start of what I call a good friendship. I climbed to the top of the mountain, and surprisingly, there was nothing there. At least that's what I thought at first, because I did find this stone mantis. He unconditionally beat my ass, so I was forced to run away, and recur to plan B. Trap the fuck out of him. Even this wasn't enough to kill him, but it at least allowed me to run past him and recover my backpack. And with my sword buffed and my health partially healed, I proved that I was the hardest rock of the mountain. He dropped an interesting material called palladium, and I found a strange rusted sword on the spot that he was guarding. I bet we will be able to refine it in future or something, so it is pretty cool. I also learned that I probably needed to enter the mountain through the entrances that I saw along the way, if I wanted to unlock mana. But you know how this works. My greedy ass couldn't waste opportunity of mining a juicy mana stone and try to chant the mountain in a somewhat unusual way. This was obviously a terrible idea, and I woke up back in Cierzo. Since I finally had monetary power, I ordered a blue sand helmet and slept for an entire day waiting for it to be completed. I then gathered more blue sand, ordered the armor to be made, slept for another day, and woke up thirsty as hell. As any normal being would, I filled my water skin with river water and drank it. But we can't forget that this ain't a normal game, so I contracted an indigestion and passed out. Anyways, I completed my entire set with only 49 silvers left to spare, and headed off to the Conflux Mountain. You also probably already noticed it, but it started to snow, and the temperature crashed even lower than Bitcoin. Thanks to this, I was forced to walk around with a torch, and to make regular breaks to warm myself up at the campfire. My efforts proved insufficient though, and I caught a cold. This is certainly because of the fact that even though our new armor is pretty awesome at reducing the damage taken, its temperature insulation is pure trash. In fact, it would be better to walk around naked, just like in real life. There are 3 entrances to the Conflux Mountain, and I entered through the one located towards the top. There was a nice wizard protecting the entrance, but I sneaked behind him and punched him to death. And this dungeon was a tricky one. There were a bunch of poisonous troglodytes, strategically placed traps, and even rock mantis. But I prioritized my survivability above everything else, and retreated when I needed. I was then trying to figure out where I needed to go, when I was startled by this silver chariot. My stats were burned from all the fighting, but I was confident that I could take him down, although he politely disagreed. I was knocked out for a few hours and placed a bunch of traps when I returned. After that, I just needed to bait him to that place and finish him off when he was at low health. Always remember, work smarter, not harder. He dropped a broken golem rapier, and even though its stats weren't that good, it seemed like it could be useful in future, so I took it with me. I got to this derailed terrain, and there were some broken golems inside it, which means that they were being transported to some place when something happened. And by the looks of it, they are a machine rather than a living being, which means that they were probably created by humans. Kinda interesting. I then found this pretty good claymore and kept exploring the dungeon, until I was ambushed by two mana mantis. It was a precarious situation, but I bugged one of them and killed the other using everything that I had at my disposal, including my lantern. With the first one down, I placed some traps to help me take care of the second, and proceeded to the elevator. This was when I accidentally stepped on a trap and died to the bleeding. I then woke up near the Vendaval fortress, where I chilled for a bit before going back to the Conflux mountain. This time, however, I got in from the bottom entrance, and there was a really well-equipped fellow that offered to watch my back. I obviously exploited his sympathy and made him fight everyone for me, and he even handled two mana mantis at once, so he was truly strong. And from all the carnage and chests, my backpack was filled to the brim with valuable loot, so I returned home and sold everything for a net profit of 800 silvers. A freak ton of money for someone that had 49 silvers moments ago. I spent some of that money to buy grapple beetles, linen cloth and blood mushrooms from City Alchemist. I used the cloths to craft fire rags and bandages, and the other two to make life potions. These can instantly heal your health, so they are good to use mid-combat. And something I haven't told you yet is that every equipment has durability, but unlike most games, it actually matters here. The lower the durability of an item, the less effective it is. If it is a weapon, it deals less damage, and if it is an armor, it protects you less. It doesn't go down crazy fast, as better equipment have better durability, but it decreases just enough for you to need to repair it every once in a while. You can do that while resting or pay a blacksmith to do it for you. I then stocked up what I didn't need and headed outside. On my way I found this pirate hideout and couldn't resist to check it out. As the name suggested, there was a skeleton pirate inside, and for some reason I wasn't dealing any damage. I figured that he must be resistant to physical damage since he's an undead, but since I still didn't learn magic, there is not much that I can do. I decided to run past him to see what he was hiding, and I found a strange note. I didn't have time to read it, but I saw that I received a new quest, and since we can't beat him yet, let's just ignore it and go back to the Holy Mission's Conflux path. I picked up the items that I couldn't before, and adventured myself even deeper into the mountain. There are a bunch of creepy statues and ugly troglodytes in here, so I really wanna leave as fast as possible. And they must have heard my prayers, because they immediately transported me to a new place. I was in the middle entrance of the mountain, and there were some hot jail troglodytes in my area. Well, I'm not into that kind of stuff, so I will just return to the bottom entrance. This time though, I chose a different path and went into the deepest level. I confronted this dinosaur-like abomination, and even though I was able to deal a decent amount of damage, she was way too powerful, and I had to run. But just like the girl I met yesterday, no matter how far I run, she just wouldn't let me alone. Now that I'm thinking about it, it must be because I stole her wallet. But anyways, I ran so much that I arrived at this giant room, and with 02 still behind me, I gave up on my life and accepted the kiss of death. I was then saved by this lady, who also told me that I could touch the crystal at the center of the chamber to unlock mana. But I have some unfinished business before I do that. I placed a friendly number of traps and called 02 over for a conversation. They weren't enough to kill her, but I managed to finish her off with a clever kiting technique that I created. I got a ton of good stuff, and sacrificed part of my max health and stamina to unlock mana, while learning Spark in the process. Spark is a tiny fire explosion that deals negligible damage, but it can be used in combination with other spells for greater effects. I also asked the first watcher to teach me how to cast a fire sigil, and with this, we can finally start using one of the many types of magic in Outwards. We will see it in action soon enough, but for now, I bought this Scholar Circlet from the fourth watcher, sold my stuff, and explored the rest of the Conflux mountain. It was a very long ride, but I ended up in a prison alongside a mysterious monster thanks to one of the defeat scenarios. I wasn't crazy enough to fight it head on, so I placed as many traps as I could, and unlocked the beast. But despite being damaged by more than 6 traps, he was still alive and still managed to beat me. At least I didn't need to return to Cierzo by foot. And if you are wondering why I didn't use magic, it is because I need firestones to conjure it, and that's something that I don't currently have. But don't worry, they are easy to make and I crafted a handful of them, alongside with a Fang shield and axe. And since I'm here, I will also take the time to learn Tails Cleaver and Shield Charge. The former is a weapon skill that requires a one-handed axe to be used, and inflicts pain and cripple, which reduces the enemy physical resistance and movement speed. And Ladder is a rush forward with your shield that deals high impact damage. I also learned passive skills that give me extra health and etc. And now that I'm able to use magic, I went back to Daddy Bones' hideout and gave him a good beating. The note said something about available treasure located on a buried old ship's cabin, so I will definitely see if I can find it. After that, I headed south to greet our old friends on the Vendable Fortress. There was a heavily armored bandit just outside the door, but he wasn't a match for our new weapons and skills. He dropped an incredibly valuable, but also heavy loot, so I had to retreat for now, since I literally couldn't carry anything more. And this has been kind of a problem since the very start, so I will solve it right now. Something that I didn't tell you is that there is a locked door on the bandit fort. You need 2 power coils to open it, and there is a very good bag inside. I opened a ton of supply crates, and now that I finally had what I needed, I headed there and got my new backpack. This one can carry a whopping 110 kilos, more than double what we could before, so it will be a huge help from now on. I took the opportunity to clean the camp since it had already resetted, and planned to return to Vendable Fortress. On the way I found that menacing creature from earlier, and decided to fight it head on. This was clearly a consequence of my inflated ego from all the small victories I have been having, but nothing better than a good beating to put a fool in its place. While unconscious, I was captured by the bandits and put in prison, but I didn't want to repeat the whole process once again, so I tried jumping in the hole. To my surprise, I actually survived and ended up in the near beach. I was thirsty though, so I tried to satiate my mortal needs by drinking salt water, which made me pass out again. I was clearly losing my mind at this point, and even though I didn't have my equipment, I at least recovered my backpack, so I cooked some stuff and entered the fortress. They weren't hostile at first and even offered me some suspicious help, but their true colors were quickly shown when I refused. I defeated the 3 guys at the entrance, after a few tries, and started exploring the fortress. I found this ornate chest and 6 levers, pulled the wrong one and got trapped inside a dungeon. I eventually returned to the fortress and finally recovered my items. With my equipment back, I granted purification to those possessed fools and met the leader of the circus. I wouldn't commit the same error twice, so I placed a fuck ton of traps that easily dealt with her subjects, and got one-shotted 1 second later. This time I made sure to fight her with my max health intact, and managed to achieve victory. I got some pretty good loot, and headed towards our next objective, the bandits' prison on the south part of the map. I easily cleared the outside camp, and reunited with an unchained nightmare bringer on the inside. I participated in some high-risk place to get him imprisoned in his jail, and made my preparations. This is how it went. I was clearly trembling in fear, but it ended up well. I got my hands on the well-deserved reward, and found this dungeon hidden nearby. A pile of bones at the entrance, always a good sign. New enemies that I have never seen before. Let's see how it goes. Alright, a boss. Fuck. I found my way through these nightmarish, shrimp-filled tunnels, and got the hell out of there when I recovered my items. I then headed towards the Ghost Pass, as new skills were awaiting me on the other side. Obviously enough, this place was filled to the brim with ethereal-like beings. Thanks to this, physical damage was useless, so I used spiritual varnishes to grant ethereal damage to my weapon. The expedition proceeded without any major problems, and I found an underground tunnel leading to a corrupted area with some strange looking enemies. I didn't want to fight inside corruption, as I didn't know how it would affect me, so I ran past them and arrived at the other side. I caught sight of an incredibly mighty looking creature on the horizon, and despite using my all-powerful balls, I still wasn't capable of knocking him down. I appeared back in Cierzo and used the opportunity to sell my stuff and buy this wide black hat, which increases my fire damage. And since I still wanted those succulent new skills, I strolled all the way back to the same spot. As you can see, teleportation is pretty rare, and walking is a core mechanic of Outward. Just like in Dark Souls 1, this makes me pay attention to where I'm going, and I end up getting to know the map a whole lot better than I would if I could just teleportate around. And although it can be boring at times, it teaches that this game is about a journey, not a destination, and I really appreciate that. Now, I eventually arrived and found out that our enemy was dead. I'm not sure what happened, but I suppose he died thanks to the bleeding. What really matters though is that I got his loot, and it will come in handy pretty soon. After that, I marched forward through these corrupted lands, until I arrived to the Hermit House. Here I bought every basic skill from the Hermit, but since I was yet to know how I wanted to build my character, I didn't spend any breakthrough points. There are many trainers who teach different skill trees, and while you can always learn some of the skills, you need to spend one breakthrough point if you want to specialize in a specific tree. You only have 3 of these per game, so you need to choose wisely. I then bought an enchanting pedestal that I have no idea how to use and put my new skill, Mana Push, on the hotbar. This is a low-ranged one that deals high-impact damage in a wide area in front of me, so it will be pretty useful. With matters settled, I went exploring the crumbling city for personal gain, when I found the entrance to the corrupted tombs. I was pretty careful, since I didn't know what could be lurking around, and it proved to be the correct decision. I found a Wendigo right from the start, and attracted him to the myriad of traps that I had set up. It is with much pride that I say that the little fool couldn't even reach me. Weaklings die, big deal. I also found some of my League of Legends team members, but together with my shield charge and mana per skills, I could break the poise of virtually anyone, so I was pretty strong. There is some gruesome scenery down here, but anyways, I used my new Reveal Soul skill in conjunction with Spark to recover my mana, and kept on going. Henceforward everything was corrupted, and I became tainted, which increased my hunger rate by 100% and decreased my lightning resistance by 25%. I didn't mind it that much and continued on my way until I found the Talking Skull. Now I have truly seen everything. He asked me to find the other parts of his body, and I promised him that I would do so. At one point I was so crazy that even my demons started hunting me down. But I raced through all adversities, found his body, and arrived to this room. Nice. It seems like I can't stop the corruption right now, so I will need to progress on my main quest to do that. I took a little pause in Cierzo and crafted 2 new weapons, the Horror Axe and the Thorny Claymore. Both of them looked really badass, and while the former dealt decay damage and inflicted extreme poison, the latter had ethereal damage, which is extremely rare for a weapon. Despite that, I ended up using the Horror Axe a lot more, because the damage that it dealt was extremely high. And after all this exploration, there is one last place that we need to visit before heading on to a new map, the Vigil Pylon. Diseases run through the air, and I was attacked by a ferocious golem when trying to climb the tower, but I had already confronted stronger beasts. So I stood my ground and arrived to the top, where a delicious chest was awaiting me. I collected it and went inside the Vigil Tomb, where I found more loot and 2 ethereal skeletons whom I killed without even needing to buff my weapon. And this was when I remembered that 1, I should take a bath, and 2, I still haven't cleared the Voltaic dungeon. I obviously prioritized the second one, and went straight there. Granted, I died quite a few times, but I at least got the opportunity to meet this electrified mantis, which looked pretty dope. With everyone else dead, the final boss was last one standing, and I will rant for a little bit here, because holy cow, this ugly bastard is the most annoying piece of industrial garbage that I met in my entire life. I couldn't beat him up close because he kept running away, and I couldn't beat him up from afar either because he kept hiding his miserable fat ass behind his damn pillar. It also didn't work to lure him into the traps, because that dignified canned sausage had never exercised in his life, and therefore he didn't want to chase me down. I did grow a few grey hairs in the process, but since I will be bald by the time I'm 30, it doesn't matter that much. From all my suffering, I was rewarded with some pricey items, and the light Mander's lexicon, which will be pretty useful when we start using runic sorcery. And now it is finally time to head to our new destination, Enmerkar forests. Upon arrival, I immediately took a look at the map, and there was so much exciting stuff to see that I couldn't wait to explore everything. Apparently, spiritual beings freely roam around in these lands, and first thing that I did was to go to Berg, the city of this region. I started investigating it and learned the basic skills from the Wild Hunter and Rune Sage skill trees. I also paid 50 silvers to the blacksmith to repair my equipment, and even bought a pair of runic boots. And with everything settled, I went to try out my new runic sorcery. This one is very special, and I love how it works. Instead of pressing a button and casting a spell like in most games, you have 4 runes that don't do anything on their own, but can be combined in different ways to create powerful spells. I may unlock more in future, but these are the combinations I have available right now. Blue and purple to cast runic protection, red and purple to cast runic blade, green and blue to cast runic lantern, and finally red and green to cast runic trap. They are all pretty intuitive, so I won't bother explaining them. Instead, let's talk about my adventures in this new area. I cleared the Dolmen Crypt dungeon, pushed this lever, and headed towards the Cabal of Wind Temple. With a name that mighty, it was bound to have something interesting in there. I carefully approached the temple, where I found an Immaculate at the entrance. This one didn't seem to be friendly though, so I set up a trap, buffed up and went into combat. Thing is that he was way tougher than I expected. I tried my luck nonetheless, but my effort was in vain as I didn't have what it took to beat him. Spike traps. Without any other option, I was forced to use my legendary skill, run the hell out of there, and prepare for our rematch. Alright, this ought to be enough. I took out a few uninvited guests that were loitering around, and lured the Immaculate to his mace. I accepted his generous loot and went inside the temple, where an army of corrupted monsters was awaiting me. But as the brave hero that I am, that didn't scare me in slightest. After all, the promise of great rewards far outweighed my fear of death. You know what? I might actually be a little scared, and I didn't really want those rewards. Oh, no, fuck! Even though I blacked out, I could hear the sounds of combats in the distance, and when I opened my eyes, there it was, the shiny hero that had come to my rescue. My body was tired, and my hands trembling. Our chances of victory were very slim, but after a long-fought battle, me and my friend suppressed the mighty threat, and lived to see another day. Well, he was already dead, but don't mind the details. I continued exploring the place and opening chests, but apart from that, there was nothing much to see. There is this bright, ominous lance at the center of the dungeon, but I can't interact with it or in fact do anything. I suppose we need to progress the main quest line if we want to continue, so we will need to wait a little bit before that. Not everything was in vain though, as I discovered that I could transform the cooking pot into a helmet. Tell me if this isn't one of the coolest things that you saw yet. I then returned to the city, repaired my equipment, and used my first breakthrough point to buy every ability from the Rune Sage skill tree. I really liked the runic magic, and with this new power up, my damage greatly increased and I gained access to more advanced runic combinations, such as runic heal, which will be very useful in combat. Even though we can use life potions, the drinking animation is longer than I wished, and it can be a death sentence sometimes. With runes, however, the cast is almost instantaneous, and it is easier to use it mid-combat. And by the way, since I don't have a house in this region, I'm using this backpack that I dropped on the ground to store my stuff. I know, it isn't the most honorable thing, but it works. With that said, I returned all the way to the Hermit's house in Chersonese to buy the breakthrough skills from the Cabal Hermits. It was a very long walk, but I really wanted to try out something, and I guarantee that it was worth it in the end. More on that later. It's worth mentioning that I raided the bandit camps on the way, and I absolutely demolished them. It's such a great feeling seeing the progress that we made so far, and also seeing how much stronger we became. But enough with that. Back in Hell, I visited Ancestor's resting place, on the northwestern side of the map. Even before entering it, I was greeted by a bandit wearing a full set of blue sand armor, and inside the dungeon, it wasn't any different. There were several bandits scavenging the place, but they were no match against high damage and extreme poison of my axe. Just like Eren, I killed everyone, found another locked door, and walked towards the giant burning tree. To my surprise, there were a bunch of burning men wandering the place. I would most likely burn to a crisp if they hit me, but I managed to evade their attacks and kill them. I investigated the surrounding area and found a burned outpost. It looks like the bandits that inhabited this place are long gone, and the only ones left are the local wildlife that decided it would be cool to abuse me. To my other surprise, I woke up in an underground hell surrounded by numerous burning men. I was finally back home, but I still needed to complete 100 days, so I tried to kill them with my ethereal traps, only to be humiliated once again and wake up inside a refrigerator. I was in a dire situation, so I tried to recover my burn stats, only to be ambushed and killed in the middle of the night. Did I mention that I love this game? At least I have my stuff, so I ain't complaining. I ran all the way back to the outpost, killed the deer flaming deer, and stole everything that I could. With that done, I went to explore the colossal hive in the southern part of the map. There was this little slide that reminded me of the bed of chaos from Dark Souls 1, and also new enemies. Most of them were really weak, but others not so much. Fortunately though, I had a card up on my sleeve. My ultimate, earth-shaking, maidenless magic dual-wielding. When I went back to Chersonese, I purchased the Wind Seagull from the Cabal Hermits, and I can now combine it with Fire Seagull to cast Spark. When I do this, it creates a fireball and a lightning spark that causes a lot of elemental damage. It also damages the opponent's posture and even sets them on fire. Even with this powerful combo, however, it took a little while to take him down. But I finally did it, and got my hands on this wonderful chest as a reward. I also found a nearby dungeon called Hive's Trap, and the place was fitting for its name. But little did they know that they were the ones trapped with me, and not the other way around. I then went into another dungeon, found his weapon piercing through the body of a skeleton, and headed towards the visual pylon located at the eastern side of the map. To my astonishment, there was only a single chest inside it, which is pretty sus. I thought it might be a trap at first, but I was wrong. I then decided to investigate a little and found a hidden lever behind the chest. I pulled the lever and a secret door suddenly opened, unleashing the monster from the inside. And I just love it. This is exactly the type of experience that I'm looking for. I walked a little and came across this beautiful red moon. I really wanted to keep staring at it until the end of the day, but I needed to keep going. This one was a labyrinth-like dungeon filled with ethereal skeletons. They were strong as usual, but this time they weren't a threat for me. After all, I had a great Runic blade that dealt a whopping 39 ethereal damage. And by the way, I can only use this thanks to the breakthrough point that I spent on the Rune Sage. I eventually reached the end, and was rewarded with an ornate and a legacy chest. After being killed by the deer flaming deer, of course. The ornate chest had loot as you would expect, and the legacy one had absolutely nothing. After a quick Google search, I learned that it can be used to send powerful items to subsequent playthroughs, which means that it is useless to us right now. I returned to Berg and noticed that a rumor was circulating around. It was about a royal manticore that had made its lair in the region. I left to investigate and prepared for battle after finding it. And if you are wondering why the Fire Seagull is burning more than usual, it is because I used the flint and steel, and now it burns the enemies that step on it. I lured the mighty beast to the seagulls and started blasting. Although the cooldown on Spark is short, it still exists, so I needed to defend against Manticore attacks in between casts. He was a tough opponent, and I almost died to his poison, but fortunately I managed to drink the antidote just in time. He dropped the Starshield Claymore, one of the best weapons I have seen so far. It was stupidly fast and it dealt incredible high damage and impact. It was a god tier weapon, that's for sure, but I don't like the Claymores that much in this game, so I will just save it for now. Despite our victory, it wasn't over yet. Upon entering the Royal Manticore's lair, I faced a bunch of Manticores and Troglodytes, and even found some free nightmare fuel. The rewards were good though, so once again I can't complain. Now, there is only one place left to explore before we leave to another region and start progressing on the main storyline. It is called the Face of the Ancients, and it is located on the northeastern part of Enmerkar forest. Before that though, I prepare some delicious thermid potage to restore our mana, and use the prime meat from the manticores to cook 3 alpha sandwiches. This will give us health recovery 4 and grant us the rage boon for a short period of time, which will increase our impact damage by 25%. I also packed weather defense potions to deal with extreme temperatures, and I was now good to go. I casted my buffs, consumed my supplies, and stepped inside Stone Ancient. The first part of the maze was filled with burning mend and obsidian elementals, and even though I barely managed to take this one out, I could always use the Runic heal to recover a big portion of my health, so it was all good. I arrived at this hellish, yet beautiful statue, and it required the Scarlet Lich's idol to be activated. So I ignored the big chest ahead for now and progressed to the second part of the dungeon. I was jump scared by this giant lizard and ran for my life when I realized that I wasn't dealing barely any damage. That's right, he was way stronger than I expected, but I was willing to try again and determined to take him down. This time I managed to activate both my seagulls and use my special dual combo. This is how it went. Even him wasn't a match for my mighty conjurations, and I was rewarded with one of the best weapons in the game, the skycrown mace. With a whopping 48 damage, splitted between physical and frost, and a staggering 15 pact, this one-handed mace will serve as my weapon from now on. I will surely miss the extreme poison from my axe, but it is what it is. I found the Scarlet Lich's idol and received this legendary dagger when activating the statue. It seems like a pretty good one, but I will not use it. With the entirety of Enmerkar forest cleared, it was finally time to pack my belongings and pay 200 silvers to the Soroborian caravaner to take me to Harmattan, one of the most advanced cities and the location of my faction of choice. I stored my stuff on a backpack on the ground and took the time to explore the city. I found this beautiful claymore at Weaponsmith and couldn't resist to waste my hard-earned money to try it out. I never wielded it once again. I explored all the different shops and stumbled across the Sorobor Academy. I then talked to everyone and found this hidden lab. I couldn't do anything in there, but there was some rather suspicious stuff happening inside. I just ignored it for now and signed up for the academy. They gave me 3 days to chill before starting my quests, so I used this time to explore the new region, and the scenery was absolutely gorgeous. The map was also huge and full of points of interest, so I was kind of afraid that I would get lost. I walked down the streets and was humbled by the very first enemies that I saw. This is gonna be a tough one. I got my revenge on this other group of doggies, and stumbled across this cultist protecting a blood altar. He had a strange weapon on its hand, but he was weak, so I killed him with this. I approached the gruesome blood altar, and it seems like I can use it to upgrade one of my items. I didn't know which items would work on it though, so I left it untouched for now. I kept mindlessly wandering around until I arrived to the corrupted cave. There was this ominous looking enemy inside it, and even though he looked pretty tough, I managed to break his poise and kill him before he could do anything. This mace really is overpowered. I faced some other enemies, stole everything that I could, and found a family of these cutie little beaver-like creatures. With a bag full of precious loot in our back, I returned home and found this disabled golem within the city. I needed 3 power coils to repair it, so I made it my mission to get them. And given that I was part of the Soroborian Academy, I was now capable of buying a house for a symbolic price of 500 silvers. It was kinda expensive, but at least we don't need to sleep on the floor anymore. And although it was not very spacious, the house had everything that I needed, so I was extremely happy with my purchase. And considering that I still had some time before starting the quest, I went to explore a little bit more. Even though the roads were somewhat empty, I still managed to find this ravaging buffalo. Tell me if this isn't the most stunning creature that you have ever seen. I also came across this polluted building, and as far as I know, danger equals money, so I went to investigate it. The place was filled with misbehaved doggies, sword golems and this thing, whatever that is. With the enemies defeated, I seized this well-deserved chest and returned to Berg to repair the broken golem.
Harmattan, the punishment for your hubris is at hand. The Forge Master demands justice. Long have I languished, the chains Sorobor cast upon me. My sacrifice forgotten, their crimes unpunished. No more. The wheels of my power are once more in motion. Your ancient factory is bent to my will. Surrender all who serve Sorobor Academy by the end of 100 days, or make your peace with the 5 winds.
Out of nowhere, this piece of junk has set me on a mission to rescue the entire city of Harmattan within a tight deadline of 100 days, while suffering severe consequences if I was to fail this task. I searched his body and found out that I needed to investigate the ruins of the antique plateau to prevent the disaster from happening. For better or for worse, it is already day 99, and I will leave this problem for future me. Since 3 days had already passed, I went back home and gave a purity potion to this guy to progress on the main storyline. I also took this opportunity to visit the military branch of the academy. And met this guy called Victor. He told me that I could get a much faster promotion if I did a little task for him. It seems like Victor sent both his apprentices on different liveries. That ended up a little complicated. Basically, they messed up and now he wants my help. With that in mind, I bought all the basic skills from the nearby skill trainer and went to the ancient bunker on the northwest of the antique plateau to retrieve the stolen package. I made it there without any major problems and talked to the Four-Wind gang leader. He proposed a simple deal. I give him the supplies that he wants, and he gives me the stolen package in exchange. To which I replied, "That's surprisingly fair, alright, I will be back with your goods." And then proceeded to buff myself up and kill them all. I know, it was a bit underhanded, but he's a bandit in the first place, and most importantly, he said that I wasn't a badass, so I needed to prove him wrong. With this I had retrieved the package, but I still wanted to stay a little bit longer and investigate the place. The zone was filled with Kazite bandits and troglodytes, which are basically the same. I continued until the end and was surprised by this magnificent terrain. It truly felt magical and even divine to some degree. To make things even better, I was able to ride it to a bunch of new locations, and I chose the research laboratory as our first destination. When I arrived, I was met with a giant door and a large command console in the middle of the room. I interacted with it, and I know it sounds crazy, but there was a critical situation where an important asset escaped containment and triggered an emergency lockdown. Moreover, it seems like there are actual people stuck behind this door, and we need to kill 4 Guardian-class golems and get their keys to unlock it. Based on my deductions, this asset we are talking about is likely responsible for scourge in this world, and the people who got trapped inside were meant to prevent the disease to propagate. Or maybe I'm just hallucinating. I'm not too sure if that's what's going on, but I'm eager to discover, and since there was nothing else to see, I went to our next destination, the Ancient Foundry. Here I bumped into a broken sword golem and a rather mighty looking dog. There was no need to face it head on, so I used the terrain to my advantage and managed to suppress the blood-seeking beast. With my newfound confidence, I steadily progressed to the dungeon and arrived at a spacious room filled with burning men and molten forge golems. Upon entering the room, I engaged in combat, but it was not as easy as it should have been. This guy is tough, huh? Oh gosh, I'm almost dying. Let me heal. Oh, I'm burning. That's because a long time had passed since I last played this game, and I couldn't remember the controls that well, and especially I couldn't remember the combinations of my runic magic. What was the bind again? This and this? No? Wait a moment. Time out, time out. I forgot the binds, so it took some time to get used to. Nevertheless, I continued exploring the dungeon, killing many sword golems, until I found something interesting. What's that? A golem. Warehouse key. This key will prove very useful later on, but for now I just kept exploring the dungeon, killing some forge golems here and there. I found the assembly line, and also found the exits. Is this an elevator? Exit to Antique Plateau. So, where are we? What is that? You know what? I'ma discover, and I'ma regret it. Upon leaving the dungeon, I found two strong-looking dudes in the distance, and thought it was a good idea to go ahead and fight them. He's tough. This combo is so overpowered though. I don't know what you are doing, but can you stop please? Oh, I'ma die. I'ma kill you. Gotcha. They were strong, and they were called Pure Illuminator and Sublime Shell. The fight indeed was hard, but at least the reward was also good, so it was actually worth it. What did you drop, mate? Oh! After that, I was trying to return to city to sell our stuff, when I found an abandoned storage with an interesting fellow inside. The Butcher of Men. Another one. Who is your master, human? Speak or die. This was when I remembered that Victor, that one guy from the military branch of the academy, sent me on a mission to gather some blood from an Immaculate. Finally, hand me that jar of glass. This exchange leaves me open and vulnerable, and I want it over and done with now. Alright. The glowing Immaculate punctures an organ along its arms, and pours a steady stream of hissing black blood into it, until the jar is full. It is done. Take this to your master. Ensure it is given to whom it was intended. Do not break it, for if you do, I will take your life as vengeance for wasting my blood. Wait, is that Daisy back there? What did you do to her? This one attacked me. It is a brainless creature. After a little talk with they, I discovered that Daisy attacked them, and they almost killed her. And now I had two options. 1. Let the Butcher of Men go and go on my way, and 2. Fight them. You surely know the option that I chose. Hey yo mate. Chill. Yo, I need like time to use my stuff if you don't mind. Oh, he's tough, but he's not that tough. He's just a little tough. Alright, I can beat him. For sure I can. No! Wrong bind. Oh, darn it. Laid out flat on your back, you can do nothing but watch as Butcher of Men approaches, clearly savoring the impending kill. You flinch away as his halberd plunges towards your neck. The blade strikes the ground, sparing your life. Be grateful that your life is protected by my need, human. If I ever lay eyes on you again, your life will be mine. I did a little whoopsie doopsie. As you can see, it didn't end up as I expected. But anyways, it is what it is. I then went to Harmatan and spoke to Victor. Looks like it's a good thing I sent you along, immortal beauty. Do you have the little box from Sirocco? Actually, I do. Ah, the box is still sealed. Excellent. I hope the bandits gave you no trouble. They didn't. After I gave him the box that I got from the bandits, I explained to him what happened with the Butcher of Men. And this was when he started crying about me fighting the guy, and that the barrel of blood was cracked. Although cracked, it should be enough, and the blood was actually for Naturalist branch. Daisy took this opportunity to tell Victor that she would quit, because after all, Victor was working with Immaculates, with the Butcher of Men above all, which is like a really bad Immaculate. The conversation ended with Victor telling me to come back in a few days, because he would have more work for me by then. And when I did return in a few days, he straight up told me to go all the way to Levant. the city of Abrasar Desert. And this because he had a contact there that wanted to task me with something. It's just stupid. Wasn't expecting this one, not gonna lie. Hello, Caravaneer. Can you take me to the Abrasar Desert?
Friend.
Take me to Cierzo. Cierzo? It's not the Abrasar Desert, is it? Let's try to sleep a day or two and see if the place that Caravaneer is offering to take us to changes at all. The place did indeed change, and after paying 100 silvers, we finally arrived to Levant. This city is huge though. Oh, a Caravaneer right here. I'm sorry if the price of the goods is a little higher than usual. It's not something I have control over when selling goods in Levant, so stuff is more expensive here. I then followed obvious good practices and asked the guard of Levant about surrounding regions. The heat is merciless. Wear desert armor or take a ice flame torch with you. Stock up on water at a fountain before leaving the city. And use the open terrain to your advantage. The guard also said to stay away from the slums, and that the king and queen of this region were in the palace. Hello, what are you selling? Oh, the torch that one guy recommended. Well, I might buy one. It might come in handy. What about you, my friend? You are selling some rather different food. Dish of invigorated cactus fruit and bread that helps against heat when eaten. I might need it. With the groceries done, I walked forward to explore the palace. And this was when I'd paired myself with a skilled trainer. Oh, this one is really powerful. Decreases the stamina and movement penalties from wearing armor by 50%. I want that one right now. I sold some gold to get the silver that I needed to buy the skills that didn't require a breakthrough point. And after that I went ahead and met the king and queen of this region. Oh, this room is ominous. I'm sorry, but unless you have official business here, I do not have the time to spare for something. What about the king? I want to train with you. You want to learn from the king? Buy me a couple rounds at inn, say about 50 silvers worth, and I will teach you my ultimate technique. Simon's Gambit. Not sure what that is, but sure. Step outside and I will show you. Is that skill any good? Required spear. Deflect a melee attack and counter with a powerful strike. Alright, it seems like a good one. They didn't have anything to tell to a peasant like me at the moment. Even though they will in future, more on that later. So I went ahead and met the dragon the engineer said. I have been waiting for you. Do you have Mr. Berthold package? Of course I do. So this is styled Immaculate Blood, huh? I don't know how you got it, nor how you styled it, but I can work with this. I was hoping to have everything I needed to start work on the coil right away. But unfortunately I'm missing some essential components and most of the city's mercenaries are too busy hunting down sand corsairs to help me out. Victor told me you can handle a little danger. I will need you to acquire a few things from in an old ruin called Electric Lab. It's to the north, down from the cliff we are on. An explorer has confirmed all that we need is in there. You just need to find them. The guy basically gave me his wish list and told me to go get what he wanted. He said that a huge red crystal was necessary, and the other stuff, while convenient, was not essential. With this in mind, I left to explore the desert, with our first stop being the Cabal of Wind Tower, so that we could also use the Wind Seagull in this region. And we are already hot. This was fast? Oh, what's that? Oh, he's running. Hello, come here. Little clown. Yo. He's messing with me, right? I have an idea to kill him. Let me use my range spell. Yeah, I knew it. One more, and it will be done with. Hehe. Jewel birds. Oh, it makes sense that you are called like that. Raw jewel meat. Arid... I don't know how to pronounce this. Iridescent flesh of a rare bird, which increases one's movement speed. Whoa, really? No, that's nuts. What's this? Cactus. Let's gather some. Cactus fruit. Heavy desert fruit that reinvigorates and protects against the sun. That's useful. An electric shark. Let's see how tough is he. Come this way, please. Alright. Not that tough. He drops good loot though. Let's interact with Totem. Now we can use wind magic. Nice, let's go inside the Cabal of in Temple. Oh shit. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. I definitely wasn't ready for that. Let me use one of these first. Good, he's done, he's done. He's really tough, man. Oh my health. Oh my health, oh my health. Oh, how did I die? I didn't even get hit. The past me didn't seem to notice, but the monster inflicted us with poison, and we died thanks to that. At least, we were saved by some kind mercenary fellas, and were ready for another adventure. I'm really curious to see what is there though. What's that? That guy is menacing. I will need to go all out against this fellow. Let's buff ourselves as much as you can. Alright, you don't have that much health at least. I thought you were going to be tougher, not gonna lie. Guardian of the Compass. Compass wood staff. Okay. An ornate chest. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. Hound mask. Pretty good loot. And now let me get ready to fight. Guess I will need to tank a few of those. Now the preparations are ready. I guess it's my win. Ooh, look at that damage! Oh no, my health. Oh, that was close. This combo of 2 seagulls is really overpowered. Now let's loot this guy and this hornet chest. Not bad, not good. Oh, there is a manticore right there. I guess this is that one wrecked ship that the spirit pirate told us about. Oh. Calm down. Yeah, chill for a moment. I honestly don't know what we would do without this combo. After that, I went inside the cabin of the ship and found a mysterious note. Congratulations on braving the blastering sands. You must now go and delve into the hornet nest. Overcome venom and stings under the shade of a giant forest. So, he's telling us to go here, I suppose? At the Colossal Hive? The note was actually talking about Hive's track in Enmerkar forest, a place that we had already visited. But I didn't know about that, so I just kept exploring and found the Stone Titan cave. Why are you attacking me, mates? I thought we were friends. So, Desert Lieutenant. Alright. Oh, whoa, what's that? Wait. Oh, mate. Oh, wrong button. Ah! What killed me? I somehow didn't notice that guy was spawning those tentacles, and ended up getting killed. Oh, I don't think I can trade blows with him. He's pretty well equipped. Well, I can always use magic, obviously. Yeah, die. Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the guy that killed us, right? Come here, please. Thank you. Oh! Where did you come from? Was it this guy's doing? Inner marble shield. That must be expensive, right? A shield that has been masterfully made, being meant for guards within a ruler's inner circle. Oh, was this guy a guard of the king or something? Oh, what's this? All the 5 winds guide our hand, we must never forget. No man is above them. Humanity must never cease to fear and respect the world outside the walls. What is this, Attack on Titan? I then finished exploring the Stone Titan cave and went to the Colossal Hive, where a big fight was going on. Let's just participate. Oh, you little scarab. Stop throwing stuff at me, please. Ah, he doesn't want to get close. Sure. Oh, I might die. My goal here was to find the treasure of the pirates. But as I said before, it wasn't here. So I just found some regular loot and returned to the city. You know what? Let's sleep at the inn tonight. Ooh, I smell rich. I decided to treat myself to a nice sleep. And just when I was going to said room, I heard some people talking. Prince Shadon? Murdered. I don't believe it. He used to come here all the time. Yes, they found him dead in a chair in his room, with a leather band wrapped tight around his neck. Whoever killed him pulled so hard it was bleeding. He may as well have slit Princess Shardon's throat. Oh, please, don't describe it. Have they caught the killer yet? I need to know, there is still justice in this world. No, they haven't caught the bastard yet. But my money is on the priest of Ellet, who has been sprinting out of the palace right about the time the queen found the body. Last I heard, he had fled into the desert. Blood under the sun. Find the priest who fled into the desert in Abrasar southwest. Oh, alright. I got a new mission, but at the moment I was actually more interested in exploring the slums of the city. Whoa, I didn't expect it to be this bad, not gonna lie. This is horrible compared to the other part of the city.
What can I do
the
for
Hulk
you?
Trainer. Pressure plate training enables you to deploy the complex pressure plate traps. These traps are primarily armed with charges, which shoot poison, fire, and more. Well, let's learn that. Why not? Better to have than not to have. Upon buying the basic skills from the trainer, I kept exploring slums until I found a strange note on top of a crate. This is last delivery for a while. The Baron is muscling us out of the smuggler's tunnel. Overheard one of course say something about reporting to his boss in high prison. The quest updated. I found a clue in slums. I should check in small high prison south of Abrasar. So we have two places to go. One is probably here, to the electric lab, and the other one is here, to the colossal hive. Let's go to the electric lab first. Now there are a lot of places to go. Interact. Holy. Come this way, please. Nice. What we have here? Take replacement valve? This should be one of the replacement valves you need for a new power coil. Alright, that's good. Yeah, we got the 3 replacement valves. Take lightning grease container. Alright, another item that we needed for the quest. Oh, wait a moment, it's not just one. There are a bunch of them. They are bugged. Can I take that? Heavily corrupted mana stone. I really feel like I shouldn't. But there is nothing that says I can't. This must be the heavily corrupted mana stone you are looking for. You ship off a chunk and stash it in a satchel. With this, I finally got everything that I needed from the electric lab. So I left and made my way to the Hive prison, so we could also continue the other quest. Oh, Immaculate's camp. It's our friend. Kinda fancy, huh? Well, I was about to steal him, but he only has trash, so... the wonderful heat of Abrasar. It makes me feel alive and strong. If only water was easier to come by, I would stay forever. As usual, I was about to ask our friendly Immaculate for help, but then he told me that yeah, he could help me, but if he did, he probably wouldn't be able to finish his own journey. Well, I don't want that, my friend. I want you to be successful in your journey. I hope our paths cross again on my journey. Having friendly company brightens my day. I like this guy. Bye bye. I don't want to steal someone that needs it that much. I would much rather steal rich people. As you can see, I'm such a good person, always full of good intentions. Anyways, I went to the High Prison, killed an infested guy, and found a note. The operation was a moderate success, Prince Shadon is dead. But Queen is suspicious that our fall guy isn't one responsible. Please note for the record that I thought disguising him as a member of the Holy Mission was a stupid idea. I have heard he's run off into the desert after the murder. If you find him or he returns to the base, shoot him. We can't have loose ends running around who aren't fully committed to this plan. It may be months before we are ready for our final strike. Our Lord does not believe our coup will succeed without either mass public support or the support of the majority of the army. We must redouble our efforts to make that happen. There is a lot of resting on the shoulders of our guys in the burned outpost in Enmerkar. If they fail, there may end up being a lot of pressure on us out there. We need all Levant to get the message. We don't negotiate with them. So I need to go to the burnt outpost in Enmerkar. And just like this, I needed to go to yet another region. But something caught my eye. Whoa, look at all that, boys. I need to drop my backpack. Alright, I got you. Whoa, 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 whoa. That hurts, mate. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This guy is really tough. You are dead meat, you know that, right? I got one-shotted! Under city passage. Where is that? Voices wake you from your daze and a sudden breeze makes you aware that you are not wearing any of your gear. Oh shit, here we go again. Oh, here we go again. Sorry there, we didn't realize you were alive, mate. Why don't we set a price for your old stuff then? Huh? Alright, I'm listening. We need 3 gold bars by the end of a week. So that's the deal I'm making with you. You provide the 3 gold bars, we give back your gear and valuables. All of it, not even a scratch. I'm not an unreasonable man. We will wait an entire 7 days for you before we sell your stuff. We ain't even gonna hold on to your bag or food or tools. See, we ain't bad people. 3 gold bars, that's 300 silver. Do I want to give them 300 silvers? I don't. But obviously, yeah, I will be back with gold bars, yeah, sure. Don't worry, it's nice and safe with us. You know how things work, you should encourage bad behavior. So I buffed myself up, prepared for a fight, and went to talk with him. Why don't I just kill you?
You're playing
Oh,
with fire.
because we are desperate, man. We would rather not kill you, but if you pick a fight with us, we can't afford to show you any mercy. Do the smart thing, Boku. Get us gold we need and this problem all goes away. Oh, that kind of changed things. Alright. We saw what are the conditions of these guys, right? Yeah, they somehow managed to convince me to donate them 3 gold bars. Which I was about to do because I had some in my backpack. But those sneaky guys also took that from me. So I was supposed to get the silver from scratch? Which I obviously didn't do because I'm a smart guy. And I had some gold bars in a backpack dropped on floor on city. Yeah, take that, Dev. You didn't expect that, did you? I have your 3 gold bars. Give me my stuff back.
Here's your share.
Ha! You pulled it off. I was losing hope for a moment there. Mate, I took like 5 minutes. You lost hope in 5 minutes. Your equipment is in the back chest back there. And for what it's worth, thanks, stranger. Not a problem. I'm honestly happy that you upheld your part of the deal. With this problem solved, I was traveling to Enmerkar forest when I found a bald man at an oasis. Oh, this guy. Yeah,
What?
you startled me. Who are you? What do you want? So you are supposed assassin of Prince Shaden, I take it. You don't look like a priest of Elet. Yeah. I mean, no. I mean, they set me up, alright. They gave me a big sack of coins to run straight down the main street of Levant in this getup. Oh, that makes sense. Then I heard, stop him! He killed Prince Shaden! And I knew I had to get as far away from the city as I could. I'm just a puppet, I swear. Yeah, you probably should turn yourself in. I'm not risking a life sentence in that cell in slums. Not to mention, whoever organized this mess would put me on their short list for a very bloody accident if I run my mouth. I'm not going back to Levant, no way. Well, that makes sense. Now, travel to Enmerkar Forest. Yes. Yeah, we finally arrived at burned outpost. Here we are. Someone is coming in. If they are not one of ours. Commander Mantis said no witnesses. Just 2 guys. Yeah, alright. Wait, aren't you guys like my friends or something? Thank you for saving me, Immortal Beauty. The entirety of the Blue Chamber Collective is in your debt. I'm glad I can still count on you. 1 gold ingot added. Thank you. Thank you. These damn criminals scum kidnapped me straight from Blue Chamber and hauled me here in a sack. Here I have to reward you for this. I have got 100 silver on me. And by my queen, you deserve every last one of them. Now, if you will excuse me, I need to get back to Berg and try to sort this mess out. Good luck on that. Now, that's what I call a worthwhile trip. Our lord has made his move, deal with old Levant swiftly and keep attention on Enmerkar for as long as possible. The less people watching the boss, the better. Maybe soon we will be calling him Your Majesty. Keep this information away from the snake, her loyalties may not align with ours. Send word to keep an eye on the Levant slums back home. I worry that some of the people there know that we are using the smuggling tunnel for. The evidence of a plot within Levant is mounting. You should turn in these documents to someone from the Levant military. Yep, that's right, I went all the way back to Levant, even finding the ash giant that killed us on the way, which dropped some pretty good loot actually. Giant kind halberds. Ooh, he dropped some pretty good stuff, not gonna lie. Before turning the documents to the military though, I first spoke to the engineer Orsted, because we still have a mission to complete with that guy. I have the items you needed. Are you certain? I want the items all at once. If there is something missing, go get it now. I have everything I wanted to hand over. Here is that corrupted crystal you wanted. Whoa, when the adventurer said the Mana Stone had been corrupted, he wasn't kidding. Then again, the Devourer was slain above that lava. The blood leaking into the place must have... yeah, this altered Mana Crystal will do nicely. Alright, I have gotten most of the unit's housing prepared while we were out. Give me just a moment to put it all together and test it. Jolly good. This prototype looks like it's going to hold up just fine. I wouldn't rely on it for heavy duty work, but I'm sure your people at the Academy will be able to refine the design further. Tell Mr. Berthold it was nice doing business with him. Oh, by the way, while you are in Armatan, mind delivering this other item to the Arcane Dean? He had put in a request for advice to measure runic frequencies not long ago, and I have just now put the finishing touches on it. Well, why not? Don't forget to put in a good word for me with both of them. I will surely not. With the talk with the engineer done, I want to talk with military guys. I want to talk about the murdered prince. I have found evidence about blood. I think you will want to see this.
This is... I can't avoid this conclusion any longer. Prince Pietro, what in Allah's name were you thinking? Based on what we've found, it seems like Prince Pietro has been plotting a coup.
We need to move on pair of them. I have a squadron of troops ready to go, but I could use the extra help. Are you ready to go now? What? Fight right now? Sure, let's go. We are going to flush them out of that smuggler's tunnel. Oh, she's not kidding, it was really now. Let's get to it. Hello, aren't you like the guy that I can't let slip through our fingers?
Are you serious?
What in Allah's name are you doing in here? This is private property. I'm a damn baron for Allah's sake. Oh no, they are coming for me. I wasn't expecting this so soon. 300 silvers. I will give you 300 silvers if you just pretend you didn't see me and just let me go. Judging by the stench in your little playroom down here, you have got plenty of blood on your hands. No, this only ends one way. You will never take me alive. Oh, he's quick. Let me shot him in the face. Ooh, that's some nice damage right there. Oh, he's really weak though. Where is the other guy?
All right. I know when I'm beaten.
You will surrender? Just like that? Do I look like I can stand a chance against the two of you? I have a far better chance of survival if I throw myself on the mercy of my parents. Even if I was planning to kill them both. Yeah, that makes sense. Just like this, the plan went pretty well. And obviously, I went to the palace to get my well-deserved rewards. Thank you for bringing these terrible ambitions to an end. What will happen to Prince Pietro now? It breaks my heart, but I must put good of Levant above my feelings. He cannot be allowed to live after what he has done. Without an heir, the succession of Levant is thrown into chaos. There will surely be more opportunists who will try to position themselves to claim Levant the moment one of us is gone. Things will be difficult for the foreseeable future. Well, you know, my schedule isn't that full at the moment. I can become the king if you want. What about Baron as well? I wish you could have taken him alive, but from what I understand you acted in self-defense.
It appears he was putting pressure on many of our merchants as well.
With Baron out of picture, I'm certain their prices will return to normal. That's a cool mechanic. Immortal Beauty, thank you for your efforts. 4 gold bars. Not bad, not bad. And we completed the quest. Nice. Now we just need to go back to Harmattan. Hey dude, I want to travel with you. Take me to Harmattan. Hey, Victor. Greetings. Did you bring the new power coil prototype? Here it is. Whoa! This is exactly what I was hoping for. Excellent work. As soon as we get the full field test done, I will have the engineering branch start making as many of these as we can afford. We have tracked a pack of Immaculates to a canyon cave and have them cornered. With this new coil in one of our golems, we can spring a trap on them and wipe them out. If you want, come on and join us later. We would be glad to show one of Victor's mates how it is done up there. Anyway, you are free for now. Here, your reward for the job. Wolf Medic Armor? Oh, I want to see that. You still have that package to deliver to Gregoire Turnbull, the Arcane Dean. Oh yeah, sure I do. Let's see the armor. Mana cost -5, stamina cost +3. It gives health regen. That's interesting. Oh, here you are. Well, here it is. An engineer in Levant asked me to deliver this to you. I have been doing some experiments on the effect of runes on Scourge, and this should be of extreme assistance to my work. Speaking of Scourge, be on the lookout. There is a gang of Immaculates camping in a canyon nearby. Victor has got the Wolfgang to go kill them, thankfully.
Victor, what? Oh, damn. Damn! How did he find them?
Is something wrong? What's the issue with him killing a few Immaculates? The Immaculates he mentioned to you, if they really are the ones hiding in that canyon cave up north, I think they are the ones who are working with me. Wait, what do you mean you are working with Immaculates? I think I have found a way to eliminate their killing urge, and I need an Immaculate to test my theory on. If Victor kills them, then it could be years before I have another opportunity to test a theory like this. Come to my laboratory. I guarantee that if I show you my work, you will change your mind. I won't bore you with long conversation, but Turnbull basically told us that the Scourge have an intent to kill, because a spell was cast on them, and that he could actually reverse that spell. Immaculates, since they are intelligent beings, would act kind of like humans, and the other monsters would act like animals. Instead of trying to kill humans, they would just fend themselves when needed. With this in mind, he gave me a mission. I wanted to go to the cave the Immaculate are hiding in. Get there before the Wolfgang do. Oh, the corrupted cave. Here it is. Are you a friend? Y'all aren't going to attack me, are you? Where is the leader of these guys? It must be this one, right? So, come to slay us, have you? You were foolish to come without help, human. No, I'm not. I'm here to help you. I work with Gregory Turnbull. True, we did come here to receive his aid in ridding us of our instinct to hate and kill our natural enemy. But nearly a full moon we have waited, and now men with spells and steel gather outside our cave with intent to kill. We are clearly betrayed. It took a little bit of time, but after a conversation I managed to convince the Immaculate that I was actually his ally. I will give you and human Turnbull this chance then. I will come with you, but you must clear a path for my kin to escape. Defeat Wolfgang mercenaries outside the corrupted cave. That might not be that hard. Oh, ouch, 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 they deal way too much damage. Oh, they blocked passage. Now that's a problem. No, this one is dead. Let's kill this one next. Oh, come on, that damage though. I almost got them. But I'm always losing. Last thing you see as Wolfgang pounce you with a net is this does he? Riding full tilt past them with an Immaculate loaded on a wagon. You may have been caught, but at least mission has a chance at success. You open your eyes, chained up in a dark cage. A Wolfgang mercenary walks past and shoves a torch near your face. Well, look who is finally up. You are lucky we were paid to take you alive. Some money's already gone and paid your ransom. As you get back up, you suddenly realize that these thieving cretins have kept your backpack in their camp. Now that's a problem. One that I will solve. With this unexpected turn of events, all I could do was kill the Wolfgang guys, get my equipment back, and return to Harmatan. Oh wait, I'm afraid I can't serve you. Your name is on my list of blacklisted customers. The mercantile provost Sekiguchi Meiko has a note here saying that until you work something out with her, you can't shop here. Sorry. What do you mean? Who even is that girl? Oh, this is the girl.
You and I have something to discuss.
You are aware I paid your ransom, securing your release from the Wolfgang, yes? Oh no. Here we go again. The girl obviously wanted to be repaid. Not in money, but in hide. In Bozo's hide to be more precise. So, one more thing to add to our to-do list. Only then will I allow you to visit the marketplace again. Ooh, the Immaculate. Sup, my man? Your Turnbull is not gentle in his magical prodding. I can only hope he finds solution he seeks before my patience wears out. The two of you pulled it off. Well done. I have explained to our new friend here what we plan to do, and he's willing to cooperate. In any case, as far as I am concerned, you are welcome here in the Arcane Branch, Immortal Beauty. Put in the work, and we will treat you right. I will let you know the next time I need you. Gregory Turnbull in the city of Harmatan will have a task for you in at least 3 days. I returned in 3 days, and Turnbull gave me another mission. Victor was planning to destroy a tunnel because the scourge was passing through it. Thing is that Turnbull learned that there are some runes within that tunnel that he really needs to study and learn from them in order to complete his spell to pacify the scourge. And that's where we come in. You have 20 days to prevent the tunnel demolition, complete any number of these tasks, then return to Gregory Turnbull. Get help from Hugo in the city of Harmatan. Yeah, let's talk to this guy first. Hugo! I need a letter asking for a delay of that tunnel demolition.
I see. Do you understand how essential it is to shut that tunnel down?
For something this important, only the headmaster would have the authority to delay it.
Even for a single day.
By the way, have I told you that I offer calligraphy lessons? 300 silvers, paid in advance, and I can show you how to sign your name all fancy. Just like the headmaster does. Yes sir, I understand exactly what you mean. I will be back with money shortly. Yeah, I always wanted to learn how to write better, obviously. And while we are here, let's talk to this girl. I need a favor. I need you to squeeze Wolfgang Mercenaries' finance a little. Oh, is that all? And why? Pray tell, is that? It's a trade secret. I suppose I could hold off on their next loan of cash for a few days. But question is, what's in it for me? After a little talk we came to an agreement. She would delay the payment of the Wolfgang Mercenaries, which would also delay the destruction of the tunnel, and in exchange I would get her an old ledger from Old Harmatan. This ledger contains a list of many people that are in debt, and she wanted to get her hands on it. Only then will I take care of this little favor for you. Here is your 300 silver. Now, about those lessons. Never mind lessons. Here, I have a practice letter for you. It's written exactly in the headmaster's style. And it's a letter about delaying a tunnel demolition. What a happy coincidence. Indeed. Now let's us never speak of this again. Sure? Now, retrieve the ledger of debts from the old Harmatan basement, on the north of Harmatan. Let's do that one first. Oh yeah, right. We already killed those guys. So it is clear now. And here it is. This looks like the ledger we were tasked with retrieving. Better bring it to the mercantile provost. Hello, hello. You good, mate? Don't you have a headache or something? I know I'm the one that did that to you, but still. Have a good one. Hey, I got your ledge for you. So it really does exist. And it's in better condition than I had expected. Yes, I think I'm going to be able to put this to some very good use. Yes, indeed, consider those loans to the Wolfgang Mercenaries delayed initiate. By the way, you and I have something to discuss. Yeah, sure. Farewell. After that, I was going to the Wolfgang Mercenary camp to sabotage their explosives, when I got lost and ended up inside a dungeon. Oh yeah, we are filed, so this guy is back again. There is a blood sorcerer on the right, so let's go. Oh, this is all blood. Blood for the blood god. Ancient note. Success. I have discovered the secret to immortality via blood magic. At last, a way to stay alive without forsaking my humanity. I will share this gift with my apprentices. It should ensure they remain unquestioningly loyal to me. Ooh, immortality. That's interesting. There is a problem. The longer I live, the more corruption grows within me. Fortunately, my minions bring me the blood that I need to keep it at bay. But I was wrong about their loyalty. This requires more direct control. I was a fool. Yes, I am immortal, so long as I perform the ritual when needed. But every time that I do, the corruption spreads in me faster and faster. My human body is dying faster than I can give it new life. My minions can barely keep up anymore. Oh, is this the immortal guy? Interact. Should I? Free me! Minions, they gather blood. Keep me immortal. Kill them. Kill them. Reward you. Bloody business has been added to journal. The image of a stone
gazebo
flows into your mind. A crumbling temple appears in your mind's eye. You see a flash of a windmill up on a cliff. Oh, I need to kill all the blood mages. I already killed a ton of them, but I guess it didn't count because the quest didn't start yet. This one is an interesting quest, not gonna lie. But let's go back for now. We have more important business to attend to right now. Whoa, that's beautiful. Third late autumn. The scourge are beating down the flimsy barricades. The golems are barely able to hold them off. There is little food and no rescue in sight. Though Upper Harmattan is just a few streets away. I know the legend that to partake of human flesh will bring down the wrath of all life. But my choices are starve or take my chances. That legend is just that, a legend. The choice is obvious. Oh, so that's why all this is destroyed. It's because the scourge attacked them. Oh, what's that? A tentacle? What? What is going on? They are bozos, right? Yeah, they are bozos. You are dead meat. Oh, he's running. Oh, they are both running. You were shaking away the scourge like a badass and now you are running away. Bozo's meat, Bozo's hide, here it is. Nice, we got what we needed. 12 midwinter. The legend is a sham. While everyone rations the last few rotten bread, loaves and salted meat, or chokes on poisonous scourge flesh inspiration, I am full and strong, feeding just on the fallen alone. Oh gosh. In fact, I have never felt stronger, never more keen and alert, even if Timothy suspects me. What can anyone do? They are frail, starved, weak. I am strong. I am predator. They are... And it ended. That last bit, the I am predator, was kinda sus, not gonna lie. The Wolfgang mercenary camp. We finally arrived. And they are all still dead. I think they are here. This looks like one of the bombs that will be used to demolish the tunnel. Time to sabotage this thing. You easily swap the wires. This bomb has been successfully sabotaged. That's all 3 bombs sabotaged. This objective is completed. And we have to sabotage the deactivated beast golem at the mine tunnel entrance inside the ruined golem warehouse, downtown area of Antique Plateau. I arrived to the sealed warehouse, but my stupid ass forgot to bring the key. So we needed to go back to Harmattan to get it, which was quite easy because we died along the way and we appeared there. We are so lucky. Once in Harmattan, I took the opportunity to pay our debt to Sekiguchi Meiko, giving her the Bozo's hide that she wanted. I also repaired our armor, and went to talk to Turnbull since I gave up doing any more sabotages. It turns out that the ones I did were just enough, and the mission was a success. You delayed the demolition long enough that Dizzy was able to get an official letter from the headmaster through. I have both the time and authority to go examine that rune wall. That's great. Excellent work, Immortal Beauty. You have earned your reward. Now, I have runes to memorize. Logistics Expert has been learned. This one skill that we learned is a passive one that gives us 10% cooldown reduction, 5% movement speed, and plus 5 pouch capacity. So it is actually pretty good. And as usual, 3 days later, Turnbull had another mission for us. We have a problem, Initiate. A serious problem. Victor's played his hand. His tracker power coil project is complete and is in full production. and he's used it to prove the headmaster that we have been harboring an Immaculate inside city walls. To make matters worse, a Wolfgang scout spotted a small army of scourge beasts heading into the region, and then lost track of them. I fear that Victor intends to frame us as working with scourge hordes directly. The headmaster has called an inquiry into the matter. I have managed to petition for the right to defend ourselves in debate there. He's given us some time to prepare, but it's not much. We have 20 days to prepare for the debate, and we will be using this time to make favors to the other deans, so that they will be willing to help us argue against Victor. This one guy wants his stolen wooden box. Recover my goods and inform them they are being let go, and I will get you what you need. Look for a ruined house with a dangling skeleton not far from it. This one wants some golem parts. There are some very rare and ancient parts I need from there. Bring them to me, and I will get you those extra golems. You should be able to find some in the compromised mana transfer station. And this one wants a painting. I have always wanted to properly examine the old theater in the east of Antique Plateau. If you can find a way to get to that old theater, I need you to find a particular painting that was last seen there. It's a simple portrait of the man who founded Harmattan. Bring it to me, safe and unblemished, and I will trust in you and Turnbull. I quickly made my way to the first objective and found the bandits that stole the goods. I will place a trap right here, if you know what I mean. Just in case things go west. Well, you again. The Ceremonian who came for their little Sirocco box all that while ago. Ain't this a surprise? Oh, he remembers me. But I killed him. How does he remember me? You have taken some goods that belong to Erika Casper. Hand them back over. We are outlaws, punk. We take what we want. And that hag up in the academy hasn't been paying us what she promised either. We are taking these goods and we are getting out of this place to go find more profitable routes to plunder. So no, you ain't getting her stuff back. In fact, drop your bag and empty your pockets. Or don't. Any excuse to shunk someone today would make me real happy. Oh, so that's how we wanna play it. Well, lucky me, I was ready. This looks like the box of Erika's stolen goods. Better take them back to her. I gave the stuff back to Erika and went to the Lost Golem manufacturing facility to get the painting that the Dean of History wanted. There it is, our enemy. Special grotesque it seems. This looks dope though. I'm not sure how tough this guy is supposed to be. Oh, a ton of sword golems. He looks really strong. Oh no, he's strong. Well, I was kind of expecting that already, but yeah. And done. He looks dope, man. They really have lost an opportunity to make one of those golems just get out of the cage. Actually, not even one. Just let them all out of the cage and make you die. That would be cool. I just wonder, if people from Harmattan had such a freaking army of robots, how the heck did they lose to the Scourge? Oh, the assembly line. Oh, that's dope. Story time! It pains me to see my fancy designs put through such rapid, careless production. But at least I can be glad that, bastardized or not, my golems are saving the region. We are just about stepped out of the local iron and palladium. We need to keep up production. And with rune train rails cut off as they are, we can no longer import what we need. If we don't break this siege soon, what's left of Harmattan is finished. What's this? Oh, the key! Gemstone key C. Nice. We just need 3 more then. This key will be used to complete Rust and Vengeance quest. That one quest that we need to complete to save Harmattan from that one crazy golem. I ended up finding an elevator and was greeted by some bandits when I used it. It wasn't all bad though, because I managed to find the painting. So this is the guy that made Harmattan. This looks like the portrait that Juliet asks you to find. You gently pack it up to bring home. Where are we though? Climb the rope. Oh, now this is neat. I then tried to go to the mana transfer station to complete the other Dean's mission, but this happened. That destination is currently unavailable. Reason: Locked train rail door in test chamber station. Guess I need to go to test chambers then. Huh? What's that? Ice. Ice, ice, ice. Not sure why there is ice here, but alright. Oh, there are 2 trains here. You are cold. Oh gosh. I'm not prepared for that. Whoa. Who is that guy?
Come here, weakling.
Holy no. Wait a moment. I know a tough guy when I see one. Let's buff as much as we can. Let's spawn our seagulls. Sup dude? Come follow me. Oh no, he will not come. Oh, he doesn't move, no. Alright, there it goes our strategy. He should take more damage from fire. Well, he kinda does. Gotcha. Liquid cooled golem.
Warning, bad joke incoming.
I bet your CPU won't overheat like this, I'm sure. Anyways, I found an elevator. Okay, I can use it. Where will it take us though? Now what? Now it's going to be hot, are you going to tell me that? Oh man, I knew it. Everything was hot, but that didn't keep me from exploring the place and finding some mysterious notes. They were talking about the fact that they started using troglodytes as living targets, since they were weak and quickly reproduced, which is kinda bad. I walked a little bit more and found an elevator that took me to a mysterious mana lake. This one place really looked like a boss arena, but that didn't seem to be the case after all. What I did find though was a troglodyte cave that was filled with, well, troglodytes? I even found a troglodyte merchant inside it, but I unfortunately couldn't trade with him because he was sealed and I didn't have the key to unlock the door. I went back to destroyed test chambers, found an ornate chest, and managed to open the door that was stopping our train to go into the mana transfer station. After that, I finally got to the mana transfer station and got the golem parts that we needed to complete the quest. With the 3 fetch missions complete, it was about time to start the debate. And it went actually pretty well. The 3 deans that we helped us in the debate as planned, and the headmaster decided that he was comfortable enough with the plan to proceed. With that said though, not everything was going well, and that's because the disciples of the Butcher of Men were taking rescue in the Hold Harmattan and preparing to attack Harmattan. So we, alongside the already pacified Immaculates, went there to beat the shit out of them. It was a pretty epic fight, but before that though, as a reward for completing the mission, we were rewarded with a Peacemaker Elixir, which is also a passive skill that is pretty good, because it gives us plus 20 max health, stamina and mana. Now, we went to the Hold Harmattan basement, and before we joined the fight we found our toy Sutherland, which was in a pretty bad condition. He said that Victor was once again trying to mess up with our plans. His goal was to plant some explosives during the fight and make sure that no scourge made it out of Hold Harmattan, and that includes our Immaculate's friends. Nevertheless, the plan didn't end up as intended, and the guy ended up almost dying. Since I'm a pretty good person though, I gave him one of my health potions, and he was saved, and thanked me deeply. Now, for the fight in itself, it was actually pretty cool. I, alongside Wolfgang mercenaries, and the friendly Immaculates were basically fighting against the bad Immaculates, that were the disciples of the Butcher of Men. They were pretty strong, but our numbers were higher, so we ended up winning. The loot was actually pretty good, and in the end of it all, it was time to talk to the ruined Immaculates and say our goodbyes. He ended up considering us a friend and gave us a reward too. We could choose between the Tsar bow and the Tsar chakram. I don't intend to use a bow to be honest, so I ended up picking that one. With one of the coolest fights yet ended, our mission was complete, but we received another one right at that moment. It was called Well-Earned Rest, and it said, enjoy the peace you helped create, which was actually really heartwarming. That's not everything that it said though. It also said that perhaps there is news in Berg, so we need to head there if you want to continue our main quest line. I gave my farewell to Daisy and went to talk to Gregory Turnbull. He was pretty happy with the result. Additionally, he also said that it would take years to pacify all the scourge, but that with time, it was doable. Now, we can't forget that we still have another mission. It is called Rust and Vengeance. You know, do you remember that one golem that said that he was going to destroy Harmattan? So, it is about time that we end up all this. We still needed to get 2 more keys to be able to fight Forge Master, so I went to do just that. The first one was located in the crumbling loading docks, which also had a quite unique view. It was really magnificent, and it just proves that developers of this game really have some good ideas. Basically, they make pretty dope stuff, alright? The place was filled with corruption, and we found a quarantined room when we arrived to the top, which was definitely the place that the boss battle would take place. I prepared myself and went inside, and certain as heck it was a boss battle. Our enemy this time around was a corrupted thing, some sort of a giant, an amalgamation of corruption if you will. Long story short, he was pretty strong, and we ended up dying. It was not yet time to give up though, so I went back there and remembered to use my seagulls this time around. This way I managed to deal him a considerable damage, and although he was still pretty strong, I managed to do it eventually. It's also worth noting that he also summoned a corruption minion of sorts, and that he had an attack that sucked my hunger and thirst, which wasn't cool at all. Anyways, we defeated him, and as we did, the various machines that were active in the area shuddered to a stop. It seems like the Forge Master was making more golems to fight alongside him, and we stopped that. The guy was pretty pissed, and basically said that, yeah, we did delay him a little bit, but he would still destroy Harmattan. It didn't matter what he said though, because we got what we wanted, and it was the gemstone key D. So now, one more to go. Since this time I had the key, I went to the rune warehouse and explored the place. There were some wild Immaculates in there, which I killed pretty easy. And in the end there was a place where a fight against golems and scourge occurred. But more important than that, there were some consoles that we could interact with to change the configurations of a golem. And this golem will be the one that we will be fighting shortly. So basically I could change the setup of the armor, the weapon, and even the climate of the boss arena that we were going to enter. I ended up choosing the piercing swords, the corrupted arena, and the random armor. With that done, I went through the door, descended the elevator, and started the fight. The boss was truly menacing, truly strong, and had some annoying attacks. I tried running around him because I noticed that he couldn't attack me if I did, and I used this strategy to give me time to heal with my runic magic. It was a pretty solid one, but it wasn't enough, and we ended up dying once again. I returned back there though and changed the loadout of the boss a little bit. I changed the piercing swords for the tentum hammer, and the climate of the arena from scourge to ice. I also changed the armor to another random one. But what ended up making the most difference was the hammer. Since its attacks were much slower now, they were easier to dodge, and I managed to defeat him this time around. And now that we finally have the 4 keys necessary to open the gate, it was finally time to head on and confront the Forge Master himself. He obviously advised me against proceeding any further and blah 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 blah, but who cares, right? I did it anyways, but it obviously wouldn't be that easy. Before I killed him, I had to fight a ton of scourge animals, and even found some interesting ancient notes. They appeared to be the research notes of the scientists that were working there, and these said scientists were investigating the scourge. They were talking about the fact that the sublime shells and the shell horrors were corrupted from jungle apes, and that the grotesques are similar to immaculates, but they lacked intelligence of any kind. Also, it was pretty sus that the illuminators appeared like mobile plants, but they had feet that were shaped like human hands. They didn't find out why that is though, so I proceeded, found the scourge fighting against golems, and finally arrived to the Forge Master himself. The fight wasn't that straightforward, and before I could even touch him, I needed to kill a ton of Forge Golems. After that was done, the shield that was making the Forge Master invincible was put down, and I could get a few hits in. It was just rinse and repeat until he was dead. But don't get me wrong, the fight was actually pretty cool. And I found out that I could use my ethereal trap to kill all the Forge Golems at the same time if I played well, which was pretty satisfying. The Forge Master became some sort of a ghost when he was dead. We received the Rust Leech set as a reward, and it looked interesting to say the least. After a search online, I learned that the next main quest storyline will be on Caldera, the hardest region of the game. And I can't wait to go in there. But there is still another region that we haven't explored yet, and it is Monsoon. So I decided to pack my stuff and pay a caravaneer to take me there. The whole city was a lot different from what we were used to, so I decided to ask the Monsoon guard about the surrounding region. He told me to stay out of the water because it would poison me, and thanks to that it would also be a smart move to carry antidotes with me. Also, this region actually has two cities. One which is the regular one, that is the city that we are on, and the other one that is the giant village, which we will go explore shortly. For now I took my time to explore this new city, visiting every merchant to see if they were selling something special, and meeting the two trainers of the city. And I actually decided to spend my last breakthrough point with one of them. I obviously visited the main place of the city, but there wasn't anything that I could do in there. After I was done visiting the city, I went outside and took a look at the map of the new region. The first place that I went to was obviously the City of Giants, and I found some fireflies on the way that just started to follow me around. They would glow and illuminate the area though, so I didn't really mind. Within the city were obviously giants, and I could even trade and talk to some of them. The most interesting thing though was the presence of two statues, a statue of light and a statue of darkness. I interacted with both, but nothing happened since I didn't have the materials that I needed. For the statue of light I needed 10 firefly powder, and for the statue of darkness I needed 6 miasma. I didn't know what was going to happen when I got materials, but I was pretty intrigued and made it my mission to get them. I also met the Lord of the City, which honestly didn't say anything particularly interesting, but he looked like a badass, so at least there is that. But now, enough with talk and let the action begin. We have a ton of places to explore, and one that caught my interest most was the Spire of Light, on the southeast corner of the map. While on the way though I met a giant, and he tried to kill me, so I obviously killed him. He was actually pretty tough and dropped some good loot. But what is more interesting is that while on the midst of the fight, the fireflies that were following us were killed by a plant. And when I interacted with the plant, I got some firefly powder. So yeah, we found out how to get one of the ingredients that we need to interact with statues. After that I went straight ahead for the Spire of Light, and while on the inside I met my arch enemy, the most annoying enemy that this game has managed to conceive. The guy with the cannon. Dun, dun, dun. I wasn't the same this time around though, so I managed to kill him at my first try, and I kept ascending the Spire of Light until I arrived to the top, where I met a mysterious being that told me to stop going forwards. He called himself the Light Mander, and he said that he would not tolerate my presence there. The fight started and Light Mander finally showed himself, and he was honestly one of the most incredible and most badass guys that I have seen so far. The fight in itself was also pretty fun, with a mix of running and dodging, and also attacking once in every 100 years. As usual, I died the first time and got him at second. He wasn't very happy with his defeat, and said that yeah, alright, sure, I defeated him, but the next week he would start again. And I was like, alright, sure, next week same time then. He was pretty surprised with me, doubted my mental state, called me crazy, and said that he would give me some cool stuff every week, so I wouldn't kill him. I was pretty satisfied with his proposal, so I accepted it, and now I can come back here every week and get 3 rewards of my choice. Between the choices that I was given, I chose 2 copals and 1 hecamanite. While on my way out, I also find an ancient tablet, and they said that it might be of interest to someone, so I took it with me. And the next place that I went to was the Ziggurat Passage, which was also really interesting. It has some new enemies inside, like a skeleton, and even a robot, I guess? I'm not sure what it was. What I know is that it had some really incredible, powerful and different moves, so I thought it was pretty dope. The reward for this dungeon was obviously an ornate chest, and some disturbing visuals, because why not? After that I made sure to explore every point of interest in the region, but some of them were not interesting, so I will not include them in the video. There are still two things that I want to talk about this region though, one of them being the Dark Ziggurat, which was one of the dungeons in the region. The final boss of this one was also a lich. It was the Plague Doctor. He said that he had been consuming the corruption from these lands before I was even born, so he wasn't actually a bad guy, I suppose. Nevertheless, I decided to fight him because it's fun, and he beat the crap out of me. And it pains me to admit, but after a few tries I gave up, and I ended up not killing him. Yes, I know, I'm a disgrace to my family, but I wasn't willing to waste any more time, because the 200 days were almost finishing, and I really wanted to get to Caldera. And now, for the second and last thing that I want to talk about this region. While I was in my journey, I ended up gathering all the 10 firefly powders that we needed to interact with the statue. So I went to the City of Giants, and did just that, which just instantly teleported me to an unknown arena. There was yet another powerful boss in here, and I got the crap beaten out of me once again. This is starting to become a habit, and I don't know how to feel about that. Just like I said, the time is running out, and I really want to get to Caldera. So I gave up on killing him for now, and went to Berg, in the region of Enmerkar Forest, in order to continue the main questline. There I had a messenger waiting for us. He was sent by Sekiguchi Meiko, who said that she had an urgent job for us. Apparently, the three brothers, the three volcanoes near the city of Sirocco in Caldera, suffered a tremendous shift that caused grave damage to the city. The damage seems to be far worse than initially suspected, and it seems like the whole city has collapsed into the ground, so a total reconstruction may be needed for civilization in the region to survive. So our mission is pretty simple. We need to go to Sirocco, the city of the region, and do anything it takes to ensure the future of its people and the stability of the region. I was pretty hyped, so there I went, in my journey to the region of Caldera. But traveling to another region takes a little bit of time. So when we arrived it was already day 201. I took a little sneak peek at the map, and as always there were a lot of points of interest that I really wanted to explore. If I remember correctly, we need to go to the city. Oh, here it is. Okay, we just need to go all the way south. Let's do that. Oh wait, there are guys over there. Hello mates. What? Yo, that ain't cool. What? Again? I'm dying. No. No! No. I'm dead. Holy frick. I forgot how hard this game is. So we're in a cell. That's not unusual. Oh, wait, what is that? What? Lions? Oh, sir, I'm in my cell, alright? I'm in my cell. I'm dead. Looks like we are still inside this thing. Let's take care of ourselves before we proceed. Oh! What frick, dude? Oh, I can exit. We're out, guys. We're out. We need to go to the city first thing. Oh, the volcano. Can we go inside it? Oh, that's lava. We can't step on that, can we? Okay, I guess I found it. Enter Old Sirocco. Let's do that. This doesn't look like a city. Like at all. Hello there. What? Why did you do that?
We put an end to the tyranny of the nobility and gave them exactly what they deserved.
So, what's the state of the city? Can it be saved? City is a lost cause, Immortal Beauty. It's collapsing into a magma fissure. We need to seek refuge somewhere else entirely. I suggest Old Stone Quarry. Okay, so I need to go to the Stone Quarry. I kinda want to explore this first though. Oh, this guy, I remember him. Nice, we killed it. Wait, Beetles? What? What's that damage? What the freak? What freak? Why is everyone here so strong? Let's run away. I don't want to explore this anymore. Let's go to Stone Quarry. Should be around here, right? Oh, we're almost dead.
I can fix that.
Oh, what? When did I take that much damage? Oh wait, we found some important information here. Alright. This looks like an old quarry. Enter New Sirocco. So where are the people that I need to meet? Oh, here they are. Oh wait, what's that? Alright, Immortal Beauty, listen up. Once you have decided where a building needs to go, be sure to leave a mark on the ledger out front of the construction site. If we have enough materials, we'll get right to work on it. Oh, there we have it. We can just buy the constructions from him. And let's buy the blueprint for the houses first. Here looks good enough. Now the other one, and now the third and last one. Start construction. Okay, so we need to wait 5 days for it to be completed. Can I build more stuff at the same time? Oh, so I need houses to construct workshops. That makes sense. Okay, and now, while we wait for the constructions to complete, first order of business, I would say let's activate the Wind Altar. So, to the Cabal of Wind's Pillar, here we go. There are 2 boars over there. Shall we go ahead and try to kill them? What? Oh gosh, alright, let's run guys, let's run! We can't win this fight. Oh, there it is! Okay, nice. Now we can use our Wind Seagull inside the Caldera region. Perfect. Oh, those boars. They're here again. Let me have my vengeance this time around. Come here. Yeah. This combination is really overpowered. Nice. What do they drop? Oh, they drop a ton of stuff. Interesting, let's grab it. And let's proceed. Wait, what's this? Gather Golden Crescent. What? A banana? This wasn't the plan, but... there's this giant ship over here. Can we go inside it? Oh, a door, here it is. Oh, we're being attacked. Lion. How dare you? Okay, down. Now we attack. Oh, we took one, but he's down now. Let's sleep like 8 hours. Oh, we were ambushed during the night. Oh, they're fighting each other. Yeah, I'll go ahead and kill each other. I don't really care. Spark! Yeah. One more. Nice. The 2 of them are down. And now the other 2. Fireball! And they're all dead. Thanks for the loot, guys. Thanks for the loot. And now we're ready to go inside. Hello! Wow, so many people here. Maybe we can do some trap shenanigans? We don't have that much mana though. Yeah, y'all, wait a bit. I need my fire seagull with me. Okay, we have both of them now. Oh, we got hit. I need to dodge. Okay, and I'll press. Okay, okay. Oh, so many of them. Okay. Nice. Okay. One more. One more. Okay, no! Oh gosh. There were so many of them. What the heck, dude? Wait, what's that over there? Hello there. These are oh, no, this one is an enemy. Okay. I already fought one of these guys before. Come on, do your worst. Oh, no. Never mind, mate. Yeah, you are too strong. Okay, yeah, never mind. I'm sorry. That was stupid of me. Alright, here's the plan. Let's use our armor. We go inside. Oh, more of them. Ah, come on. These guys are so strong. I can't do anything against them. That's crazy. What's that? Take that. Oh, no, I got hit. How come? Okay. Oh, I didn't have stamina. Oh, man. I feel like a noob, man. Okay, they brought us back to town. I kinda embarrassed myself, but whatever. Let's see, the houses are probably complete now, right? Oh, no, they aren't. This works in phases, right? 2 out of 3, yeah, start construction. And now we need to come back in 5 more days. 1000 funds are required. Okay, I have that, no problem. What's this? Mine Chalcedony. An alloy of quartz and other minerals that is strong enough to be forged. Oh, so we can make new armor with it. That may come in handy. Now, let's try to go there and mine those mana crystals. Oh, I'm seeing food. Oh gosh, yeah. Forget about it. Ah man, I'm getting mad. I don't know how to play this game anymore. Oh, more of those ethereal squid things. Let me try something. Well, I think I can at least kill one of them like this. One more. Nice, one of them are dead. Oh, mana stones! That's exactly where we need us. Okay, and now it's dead. Perfect. Oh, what's this? Is this a dungeon? Yeah, steam bath tunnels. Oh, I see enemies right away. Nice, take that. Oh, wait a moment. Now let's go inside that, and it's dead. Perfect. Now, let's see, what do we have here? Don't we have a soul here? We do. Let's conjure a ghost then. Hello, friends. Oh, lions. Get it, Phantom? Yeah, well done, mate. That guy is quite strong, actually. Oh, what's this? A lever made with a bone. Sure, let's interact with it. What could go wrong? And we got saved by Gap yet again. You won me one, Paul. Yeah, I'm sure it's way more than one by now. But thank you, mate. There's some sort of factory there. But there's also a lot of nothing, if I'm being honest. Like, really? A lot of nothing. Wait, what the heck is that? I know a tough guy when I see one. Hello, dude. Wanna come closer? Okay, he doesn't seem that tanky at least. Oh. Oh! Okay. Nice. Mirmitor. Raw Alpha Meat and Mirmtonga. Okay. Oh, I guess I found a dungeon. Underside loading dock. Let's go inside. Oh, those ethereal guys. We don't like those. Hello everyone. How y'all doing? I'm just passing by. Don't mind me, yeah. Oh, there's a guy there. Alright, I stole everything and I'm out. Okay, I got malicious stuff. Interesting. Our weapon is better though. Oh, guess I'm arriving to a place. Oh yeah. Oil refinery. One more hit. Nice, gotcha. Now it's your turn. Good doggy. Good doggy. What's that? Refinery key upper is required. Oh, so I need a key to be able to explore the rest. Oh, the gargoyle. That guy is strong, I know it. Hey there, mate. Mind coming here? Holy, that range, dude. That's unholy. Oh, it's really resistant to... What? We got unshotted. What the heck was that? Well, let's try to run from here then, alive. Oh, butterflies. Just what we needed. Okay, and we are much better now. Hello guys, I'm back. Oh, a caravaneer. Sell me stuff, please. I'm in dire need of items. Now let's see if the houses are finally built. And sure they are. Let's talk to the guys. Hello, Joseph. Let's go with Woodcutter's Lodge and the Mason Workshop. I heard that Hunting Lodge is kinda useless, so let's not make that. Right there. What we need? Nothing, just resources, and those we already have, so start construction. Oh, it will take 10 days. That's a lot. But I'm thinking of a way to make it quicker. Just give me a moment. First, we got one single ore sample, which we'll give to this girl. There's traces of some very rare minerals here. Diamond dust. I'm not sure what's that used for, but whatever. Now then, let's talk to Joseph. Hello, Joseph. I'd like to spend a week helping with construction tasks. You pass a week's time helping the workers build up the settlement. The days fly by. And it's now day 230. Alright, 3 days left. Guess we need to wait 3 more days then. Let's explore a little bit more until the 3 days pass. And hope it goes better this time around. Okay, here's the plan. We're back here at the big ship. And this time we're gonna clear this dungeon. There are some lions outside though, so we gotta take care of those first. Okay, really nice. Oh, didn't see that coming. Okay, nicely done. We only took 1 hit. Not bad, not bad. Now let's go inside, shall we? Okay, I only see 1 guy. If it's only 1, then we got this. If we can take them 1-on-1, then it's easy. Oh, some good stuff in here. That's perfect. We'll need that. Oh! Where did these guys come from? They weren't here before. Okay, let's keep calm. Let's try to kill this guy first. Only 1 more hit and he's dead. Nice, he's dead. Now 2 more. And he's dead. Perfect. Okay, this is going pretty well actually. Way better than before at least. Oh! Unidentified routes. Oh, a sample. Perfect. And we got an elevator. It does not move. What the heck? I don't think there's any other way though. Okay, I just checked online and yeah, there's nothing else we can do in here. To explore the rest of this dungeon, we need to activate a ladder in the underside loading dock. So yeah, let's explore the next one, which will be the Murmator Hives, because it's really close. What the heck, a snail? Oh, okay. Interesting. Oh, I missed. It's quite tanky as well. Maybe let's try ethereal damage?
Bye, have a great time!
What? It hid it. Did it recuperate health or something? Let's try ethereal damage then. Yeah, that's way better. And it's dead. Nice. Gastrocin. Okay, oh. It drops a lot of stuff actually. And now let's go inside. Oh, another one of those guys. Oh, he's strong. But we can deal with it. And it's dead. Oh gosh. This guy's quite strong actually. Unidentified mole pig then. More samples, nice. Oh, more of those snails. I need to buff. Wait, what? How did I die? Okay, that was really weird. But sure. Oh, another one of those guys. Hey there! Come closer! Come closer so I can beat you up. No! Nice! Oh, this was really hard. What the heck, dudes? Matriarch Myrmator. Oh, so this guy was stronger than the others. That makes sense. Oh gosh. Oh, it dropped a Myrmator Haven Gate key. Okay, that's interesting. And what's this? Mermag Nest. Okay. There is nothing I can do with that right now. Okay, so that will be needed for a quest, sure. Oh, a chest. Oh, what's this? A strange prism. Combined with something else, this could make a slashing weapon. Oh, so this can be used to make a late game weapon or something. That's neat. Okay, and it seems there's nothing else to explore in this dungeon. So let's get out. And we'll need to go back home, because our bag is already overweight. And we're back in town. So let's go see our constructions. And let's start the third and last phase. Once again, I'll be helping in constructions for a whole week. And the buildings are now ready. Let's see, can we do something with it? Nope, doesn't look like it. So let's go talk to our friend. What's up, mate?
We've got the essentials for construction set up, but we've hit a serious snag. Our workers are going into Ambrain withdrawal. Our scouts and hunters can't gather enough for everyone just by foraging.
Oh, so it's like a drug. Some of our people have set up an improvised growing operation just over the hill, but the terrain is understandably rather sterile.
We need a fertilizer. Something to give our Ambrain crops enough nutrition to survive until our first real harvest.
If not, many of our people are planning to abandon the settlement and try to seek permanent refuge in Monsoon. What the heck, dudes? They will leave the settlement just because they don't have herbs. I need you to find a freshly laid Myrmator egg in the hives near the coast. Then take it to the sulfuric caverns. A scout said he had found a bluish pool of sulfur in there. Wait, I need to find a freshly laid Myrmator egg? I literally found that like half an hour ago, but I couldn't pick it up. Oh gosh, I'll need to go back there again. Alright then, let's do it. And now, here we have it. Myrm egg nest. And we got the egg that we needed. Perfect. And now that we have the egg, we need to go to the sulfuric caverns and drop it inside a sulfur pool. So let's go ahead and do that. If you are wondering, the sulfuric caverns are right here. So we just need to go north and a little bit east. Let's do that. Okay, so I kinda died and appeared here. So mission failed successfully? Well, we're here, that's all that matters, right? Oh, a snail. What the? What the heck, dude? I got one shot at. What the heck is wrong with those snails? Wait, we got a combo going here. We got a little combo going. Oh! I died again. Oh my gosh. And we're back here again. Wait, this thing is poisonous? Oh, we are dying? No, let's go outside. Nice! Yeah. Oh, darn it. No, we're back inside. Are you kidding me? Why are you being like this to me, game? Tell me. Let's just run from here. Go to our base to prepare a bit, you know, and then we can come back. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, that was a huge time skip. Yeah, we didn't arrive in the most proper way possible, but at least we're back. Okay, let's just sleep. And I already prepared the stuff in my inventory, so we're all ready now. Let's depart. Okay, and here we are. This time it shall be different. Mark my words. Okay, boars on the right. We can take them out right off the bat. Oh, the other one arrived. And now he's dead. Very well, very well. That's a nice start, if I might say so myself. Oh, the jelly thing there. And it's dead. I told y'all, this time it would be different. Let's just keep going nice and steady. We have another Medusa there. What can we do about those? What about some traps? I'm thinking some traps. Let's do that. Yeah, come here, mates. 1, 2, yeah. 3, it's down, nice. 4, 5. Okay, that helps a bunch already. Oh, we got hit, we got hit. No worries, no worries. Nice, it's down. Oh, the poisonous air. Let's not go that way right off the bat. Oh, we have more stuff to kill there. Hey there, you are weak when you are alone, you know that, right? You are like really weak. Oh, we almost got hit. We didn't though. We need to go through this poisonous air now. let's go. Oh, a chest. We can't pass on that, can we? Okay, we are out. Let's take an antidote. Good. And now we can carefully proceed. Oh, we arrived to a place where I kept dying over and over again. Let's be more careful this time around. That snail is strong, we know it. Okay, it's in range, I think. What? And we got one-shotted again. What the heck, dude? That guy is so needlessly strong, what the heck? And we're back here again. Okay, no worries. I know what to do. I'll just place a hell lot of traps here. Oh! Oh gosh, I was stuck in the animation. That's really stupid. And we are in another zone now. Okay. Now then, let's pass through this poisonous air. Wait, there's guys over there. What are y'all doing here? Should probably get ready to fight, right? I honestly don't trust them. Heck, I don't trust no one in this game. Everyone always wants to kill me for some reason. Alright, we're ready. Let's talk to them. Halt! I don't recognize you. Identify yourself, brigand. Oh, easy there. I'm just gathering fertilizers for the refugees in New Sirocco. Anyone aligning themselves with a lynch mob is just as guilty as them. Make this thug bleed. Oh gosh, I knew it. I should have set up some traps, honestly. Oh, they are quick. Oh, these guys are really quick. What the heck, dudes? If I have my seagulls, I can kill them. Let's place one here. Okay, I have one of them at least. That's already something. Let's try to place the other one. Oh, that was risky as hell, but it worked. It worked. Okay, we have the two of them now. Maybe we got this. Okay. No, if I get hit one more time, I'm dead. No, I will die on... Ah, frick, the poison. Oh, there they are. They're trying to kill me already. Oh, no. Mate. I hate this game. Oh, okay, we are right outside the entrance at least. This time we'll be able to take them down. Trust me. Let's run through the poison. Oh, my seagulls are still here. And they're still here as well. Okay, interesting. Oh, they're fighting. That's cool. Let us spawn our seagulls here then. Now, is it working? I'm not so sure. I think it's working. Yeah, only you left now. This way, mate. This way. Yeah. Come here. Good guy. Good guy. You know how to play this game, huh? Take that. Pretty neat. Oh, and they drop a ton of stuff. Bag overweight. Already? What can we drop? The weapons. The weapons are always the first thing to drop. Hey y'all, where are ya? Oh, one of them is here. 1v1, mate? 1v1? You'll lose if it's 1v1, you know that, right? Oh, a dodge. Perfect. Oh, I got hit. Oh gosh! That's a ton of damage. What? Dude, chill. Why are these guys so quick? Okay, he attacked, now it's my turn. 1, 2... Yeah, whatever, now it's my turn. Come on, dudes! Oh, that was close. What is this? Damascene Great Axe. It seems pricey. Ooh, a chest. Another chest. And another blade prism. I'm sure you can make a powerful sword or something with this. And now, let's do what we came here for, shall we? You gently dip the Myrmitor egg into the blue sulfur. To your surprise, the chemical reaction is almost immediate. A rotten smell fills your nostrils, and little spots covered shell. This should satisfy Dorian. Okay, and it's done. Now then, let's go back to town, shall we? Okay, and here we are. So let's talk to Dorian.
Ooh, I can smell that Myrmitor egg fertilizer from here. Yes, that'll do.
I think this will be enough to keep anyone from choosing to flee settlements. You've done a great service for us, Immortal Beauty. Thank you. Now the essentials of life are in place. We can start work on the more specialized buildings that a town needs. I've got a stack of blueprints waiting for your selection. Oh, we have a ton of new stuff now. And we also have some upgrades as well, which are the golden ones. And from what I've seen, what we should build now is food store. It sells meals and ingredients, and it also provides 40 food and 100 funds per day. Now what do we need to construct it? We need a digested mana stone. Okay, I'm not sure what that is, but we had it in our chest, so that's all that matters. Now then, let's begin construction, shall we? And it will be completed in 10 days. That's quite a bunch of time, not gonna lie. But yeah, let's help in construction for a week then. Okay, and now we only have to sleep for 3 more days. Okay, and now that 10 days have passed, we can finally go here and start second phase of the construction. And wait 10 more days. Oh gosh. Well, be right back. Nice, and now the construction is finally complete. And the most important thing, a merchant. Sup mate, what do you sell? Oh! Ooh la la! Yeah, there seems to be a ton of good stuff now. That's what I'm talking about. Okay then, let's make some Vagabond 13, because it seems really overpowered. And now, to progress on the quest, we need one more specialized building. From all these, the only one that we can make right now is Water Purifier, because the Diamond Dust is the only thing that I have. But it requires a city hall, so we need to make that. Honestly, here is probably good enough. The only problem is how we need Amethyst Geode, and we don't have that. To get it, we need to identify our samples, and we need to find those samples in dungeons. I'll just explore the same old dungeons we've already seen before, and I won't bother with that, so I'll go there and be right back. Oh gosh, this is going to be harder than I thought. Okay, so that's how we'll arrive, huh? As you can see, I'm back in town, and after a freaking long time, what I got was a single ore sample. I love this game. Anyways, let's see if we are lucky.
Here's what we need.
So, we didn't get it. Oh gosh, I really don't like this new mechanic. But well, as you can see, it's already day 309, which means that it's time to finish our video. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm pretty happy with how much I explored of this game, and I don't really feel like finishing the quest line, because it's a lot of grind, and I just ain't feeling it, man. With that said though, I really love the game. I just really want to end it on a high note, because this game is generally so freaking cool. With that said, I hope you enjoyed this movie on Outwards, and if you did, try watching this other video right here. It's also a pretty cool one, and I'm sure you'll have a lot of fun watching it. So yeah, I hope you have a great day, and see you next time, bye!